We don't all have to go to school, but we all have to be educated.
So you are saying a person can actually go to school and not be educated?
Absolutely. When they say school fees is expensive, I laugh because it's the smallest price you pay when you want to educate a child. When she goes abroad, I always tell her, I'm not selling England to you. You already have the passport. Every holiday, make sure you find your way back to this country. Listen to this. They said 1% of people think. 4% think that they think. The remaining 95% would rather die than think.
Nigeria's education system has failed so badly that now Instagram, TikTok, even Twitter have become almost like a primary source of education for some of our young people.
It is. It absolutely is. That is where they're learning from. When was the last time you saw a child reading a book? They are reading TikTok, they are reading any content on social media. They're creating content, dancing. You know, that's shaking bum on the TV. That is what they are doing. Children are not seeing their mother's natural hair in their life. Or if they even see their mother's natural hair, it's inside the house.
Are Nigeria's teachers partly responsible for the moral decay in the country, or are they just underpaid babysitters?
The leadership in many schools is a problem. Think about the teachers around you. How many of them do you yourself want your child to be like that?
If you don't know what's going on, I'm sorry for you. But at the same time, there's still information going on. Welcome to that podcast where everything goes only for good, though. But then, it can also be misconstrued. I manage speak English. You're supposed to celebrate me. But yes, of course, we still here together. At the end of the day, my people, of course, this is a Clarity Zone podcast where we only speak things in clarity. That's the word. The main word, clarity. And of course, I'm not alone. Yes, my name is Baby Lawyer, aka Adankana, aka the lady on the Clarity Zone podcast who is on the local level, on a national level, going locally global. Hallelujah.
Praise
After that, I'm not alone. I have the man that says he has to be called Oga, but my mama like to call him Oga because he is sweeter.
Why?
She say they go where?
Why?
It's okay. When baby call him a verse,
No.
his name is Chinedu, according to my mom. Wachinemelo.
Do you know your mom? Yeah, your mom. Shout out to your mom. Yeah, shout out to your mom. Yeah. So, you see that name that the mom gave to me? That's the name my grandmother gave to me.
Oh wow.
That's my other name. Unwachinemelo is I'm gonna get a tattoo of that. Unwachinemelo. That's my name. Shout out to you, mommy. And I saw, where's the chin mommy gave to me? Mommy gave me a chin. Mommy, thank you very much. I appreciate you. UC Africana Kitchen Delight Catering Services. Mommy, thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome to the Clarity Zone. Get out.
And yes, of course, we're still here with the girl who is international to the core. She's so Irish that she's also Nigerian. She's very posh and tush, but she go shock you when push comes to shove. Actually, leave all those swing. When something go do you go know say all those in a demo. Yeah. And the hair, they use to deceive you. Yeah. Please, welcome, Bibi Ray Sami. Yeah. Also, Bibi Ray.
Yes. Thank you.
Welcome,
I'm excited. I like that. When push comes to shove, the we go come out.
Hey!
I go enter. We go enter.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
We go enter like your daddy. I go shoot you,
So paper.
Please, I beg you. This is not how we are in this podcast.
I'm sorry.
We are not like this normally.
We're well-trained human beings.
Yeah, because our guest is now looking at us somehow. But and she's a very lovely person.
Oh. And our daughter is here. Very lovely daughter.
Very talented young girl. But
DJ.
before we hail the girl, let's hail
the mommy.
That's
our guest.
Oh Lord. Have you seen an educationist that is a fashionista?
Yeah.
Okay, you got that one.
As in, she's so African that even though living over 20 years abroad couldn't even change her Nigerianness. You don't get.
Clock it.
This is an educationist par excellence. She has delivered defending girls' rights and women's rights for over 20 years. And she has done it excellently. If you still don't know who I'm talking about, I'm just speaking about the one and only, the great Ronke Posh. Welcome.
Actually, it's Dr. Posh.
Dr.
Dr. Posh, Dr. Posh, I'm gonna say this because I'm an Igbo one. You get the point now.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this to you. When an Nkanu man, that is proudly Peter Mba's son, sees a beautiful woman like you, that has done a lot of things for humanity, to add value and all that. As an Igbo man, I will arrange my shirt like this. Go back a bit. You get the point now? I'll look at you and I'll say, oh, pum pum pum. 60 feet container on the high seat.
Okay.
Follow come charger.
Okay.
Even iPhone original charger cannot stand it. Duplex up and down. Jollof rice and turkey. 60 feet container on the high seat. $1,000. Oh!
Welcome. Thank you so much, Dr. Ronke.
Thank you. Thanks
so
for
much.
having me.
Yes, definitely.
Today, Dr. Ronke, we're going to be talking about a lot of things. I mean, we follow you on social media. We follow you on all the things that you do. And we applaud the fight that you do for the girl child, education, pretty much everything that goes on social media. We appreciate you and applaud you for what you do. Hence, you're being on this episode. By the way, shout out to Fowowe. Shout out to you, my brother. We appreciate you. We love you. You're going to come on this episode, on the podcast very soon. We decided on Clarity Zone to bring you so that we can talk about how Nigerian education is in a decline and how poor home training has led to a lot of the things that we see on social media these days. The rise in nudity, the rising a lot of people just wanting to follow trends, following clouds, doing whatever they must
to be popular.
And then sometimes when you watch these things, you can't ask yourself, this person not get mama for house. You not get family members. Which is why you're here on the show. Now, what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking on different angles. We'll start on education, parenting and home training, and then social media and nudity, and of course, society and responsibility. The first question that I'm going to ask you on the Clarity Zone today is, and maybe I'm going too straight, and maybe I should go, first of all, ask you who Ronke Posh is. Okay, let's do that.
We should.
Who is Ronke Posh? Dr. Ronke Posh.
Okay. Thanks for having me. I'm already having fun. So Dr. Ronke Posh, I run a school in Parkview Estate called the Posh School. I also
Posh Estate.
Yeah.
Parkview, like clock it.
Well, we have children from everywhere in the school, so it's not elitist as people tend to assume that it is. But it's very good. We're very value based and character based. So it's not about who your father is or who your mother is. You will still do things in a very conventional old school way. So whilst we do all the technology and all the nice fizzy and posh, our children are respectful. So from the gate, they are greeting the gate man. They're carrying their bag. We don't want to see that your father has four bodyguards. They are bringing the things into the school. Your daddy is coming to slap or there's no consequence. No, we don't have that. And I always tell people that everybody is not our customer. So we're not hungry. Nice. So if you don't want your child, if you don't want somebody to discipline your children, and we have people high and mighty in the school. If the children do something, you tell them, they will say, I will come back. Let him face that wall. I will come back and get him later. Those are the kind of parents we have. We actually don't want those ones that will say, hey, my child, I'm going to slap that teacher. All those things you see on social media.
Right.
Just stay where you are. Don't come to us. It's the wrong school. So that's education in terms of education. I actually came to Nigeria because of education after I had stayed in the UK for like 2 decades.
Name is Chinedu, according to my mom, watching a mellow.
Do you know your mom, yeah? Your mom, shout out to your mom, yeah? Shout out to your mom, yeah? So, you see that name that the mom gave to me? That's the name my grandmother gave to me.
Oh, wow.
That's my other name, Unwachinemelu. I'm going to get a tat of that, Unwachinemelu. That's my name. Shout out to you, mommy. And I saw, where's the chin-chin mommy gave to me? Mommy gave me a chin-chin. Mommy, thank you very much. I appreciate you. UC Africana Kitchen Delight Catering Services. Mommy, thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome to the Clarity Zone. Get out.
I And yes, of course, we're still here with the girl who is international to the core. She's so Irish that she's also Nigerian. She's very posh and tush, but she go shock you when push comes to shove. Actually, leave all those swing. When something go do you go know say all those in a demo.
Yeah.
And the hair, they use to deceive you. Yeah. Please, welcome, Bibi Ray Sami. Yeah. Also, Bibi Ray.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome,
I'm
darling.
excited. I like that. When push comes to shove, the we go come out. I go enter. We go enter
What
one
do you
trouser.
mean?
Yeah.
We go enter like you're dying. Now I go shook you bottle.
So paper.
Please, I beg you. This is not how we are in this podcast.
I'm sorry.
We are not like this normally.
We're well-trained human beings.
Yeah, because our guest is now looking at us somehow. But and she's a very lovely person.
Oh, and our daughter is here. Very lovely daughter.
Very talented young girl. But
DJ.
before we hail the girl, let's hail
The mommy.
the mommy.
That's our guest.
Oh Lord. Have you seen an educationist that is a fashionista?
Yeah.
Okay, you got that one.
As in, she's so African that even though living over 20 years abroad couldn't even change her Nigerianness. You don't get.
Clock it.
This is an educationist par excellence. She has delivered defending girls' rights and women's rights for over 20 years. And she has done it excellently. If you still don't know who I'm talking about, I'm just speaking about the one and only, the great Ronke Posh. Welcome.
Actually, it's Dr. Posh.
Dr. Posh, I'm gonna say this because I'm an Igbo one. You get the point now. I'm gonna say this to you. When an Nkanu man, that is proudly Peter Mba's son, sees a beautiful woman like you, that has done a lot of things for humanity, to add value and all that. As an Igbo man, I will arrange my shirt like this. Go back a bit. You get the point now. I'll look at you and I'll say, oh, pum pum pum. 60 feet container on the high seat.
Okay.
Follow come charger.
Okay.
Even iPhone original charger cannot stand this. Duplex up and down. Jollof rice and turkey. 60 feet container on the high seat. $1,000. Oh!
Welcome. Thank you so much, Dr. Ronke.
Thank you. Thanks
so
for
much.
having me.
Yes, definitely.
Today, Dr. Ronke, we're going to be talking about a lot of things. I mean, we follow you on social media. We follow you on all the things that you do. And we applaud the fight that you do for the girl child, education, pretty much everything that goes on social media. We appreciate you and applaud you for what you do. Hence, you're being on this episode. By the way, shout out to Fowowe. Shout out to you, my brother. We appreciate you. We love you. You're going to come on this episode, on the podcast very soon. And one of the questions we want to, not question, the reason why we brought you here is, want to appreciate you for a lot of things that you've done. We follow you on social media. We see how passionate you are. But we decided on Clarity Zone to bring you so that we can talk about how Nigerian education is in a decline, and how poor home training has led to a lot of the things that we see on social media these days. The rise in nudity, the rising a lot of people just wanting to follow trends, following clouds, doing whatever they must
to be popular.
And then sometimes when you watch these things, you can't ask yourself, this person not get mama for house. You not get family members. Which is why you're here on the show. Now, what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking on different angles. We'll start on education, parenting and home training, and then social media and nudity, and of course, society and responsibility. The first question that I'm going to ask you on Clarity Zone today is, and maybe I'm going too straight. maybe I should go first of all ask you who Ronke Posh is. Okay, let's do that.
Be sure.
Who is Ronke Posh? Dr. Ronke Posh.
Actually.
Thanks for having me. I'm already having fun. So Dr. Ronke Posh, I run a school in Parkview Estate called the Posh School. I also
Posh Estate.
Yeah.
Like
Posh
clock it.
Well, we have children from everywhere in the school, so it's not elitist as people tend to assume that it is.
Yeah.
But it's very good. We're very value based and character based. So
then.
it's not about who your father is or who your mother is. You will
Okay.
still do things in a very conventional, old school way. So whilst we do all the technology and all the nice fizzy and posh, our children are respectful. So from the gate, they are greeting the gate man. They are carrying their bag. We don't want to see that your father has four bodyguards. They are bringing the things into the school. Your daddy is coming to slap or there's no consequence. No, we don't have that. And I always tell people that everybody is not our customer. So we're not hungry.
Nice.
So if you don't want your child, if you don't want somebody to discipline your children, and we have people high and mighty in the school. If the children do something, you tell them, they will say, I will come back. Let him face that wall. I will come back and get him later. Those are the kind of parents we have. We actually don't want those ones that will say, hey, is it my child? I'm going to slap that teacher. You know, all those things you see on social media.
Right.
Just stay where you are. Don't come to us. It's the wrong school. So that's education in terms of education. I actually came to Nigeria because of education after I had stayed in the UK for like 2 decades. So education, I'm very passionate about it. I'm very passionate about the girl child as well. Just raising children, grooming them properly. I'm Afrocentric, very, very like my sister over here.
Baby lawyer.
I'm very, very Afrocentric. I'm very unapologetic daddy's girl as well. And I just love when people do things properly with their children. So I work as a parent coach as well. I have a movement called the Proudly Rooted movement. So it's also about, I've been Afrocentric. You see, we see a lot of our people, our children, our girls. They cannot carry their own natural hair. The one we saw that Buchi Solomon posted today. He said girls cannot carry bare nails. It has to be polished. Colonial mentality. Even in the schools, colonization, they're not teaching history. The history that they're teaching our children is not enough to keep them rooted. You know, they're just lying to us. Our children are going abroad. They think they're better than the ones here. So when your children japa, we have another category of children in the abroad that call themselves BRAPs. British raised African people.
Yo!
And they are better than
Say one now.
they're better than the ones that japa. The ones that japa, they have an accent.
Oh, wow.
They speak funny. They dress funny. You know. So all these gist, I'm thinking, what's going on? All of you are all black people.
Exactly.
What exactly is going on?
Exactly.
The bleaching. You see, they cannot carry their own hair. Children are not seeing their mother's natural hair in their life. Only if they even see their mother's natural hair, it's inside the house. What is mommy subliminally telling you? That the black hair belongs inside the house. When you are going out and you want to look good,
Cover it.
cover it with the bone straight. That's the one that looks good. So these are the things they're telling our children. They don't know what to be proud of. So they cannot be rooted. They don't have any sense of identity. So that is why they're floating up and down. They don't know what to be. You know, you go to America, they carry American accent. Go to England, English accent. They don't know any. But if you see the Indian, the Japanese,
No matter
No
where
matter
they
where
are,
they
no matter where they are,
they are
They are who they are.
they are who,
Yes.
they don't send anybody papa. They are who they are. They know who they are. They've been told this is who you are. But the black children, who are they? They have no idea.
Wow.
They don't know whether their hair should be long. They don't know if they should. They don't even want to be black. Because we also have girls with mental health issues. Girls that are suicidal because they can't even get boyfriends. 5-year-old in Canada, the only boy in the class is saying, I don't have friends, mommy. She's not playing with me anymore. Why? Her mommy told her not to play with me because black boys are trash. So we are all jackpying now.
Imagine.
We are jackpying. How does that 5-year-old deal with that? How? What tools does he have to cope with that kind of thing?
That's going to give you a lot of self-esteem
Exactly.
issues, especially
From
growing
such a small age. So we put the jacket on. We post everything on social media. We are doing well. Nigerian people. You slag the country off. Yes, I know we have our challenges. So it's not as if me, I cannot go to England. I have passport. So it's not doing me. I'm saying the issue. So it's not that. that. I'm saying the challenges. Is there any black person that has not been discriminated against has left this country? Come, bring yourself. Let us see you. We want to learn your template. Discrimination at an all-time high, and it's getting worse because the more we go there, they don't want you there.
Yeah.
They don't.
See, Kemi Badenoch making noise up and down.
Let's be honest.
No matter what
Kemi
you do,
Badenoch
you
is doing whatever she's
will never
saying.
be black. You will never be white.
Right.
Never.
Nothing you can do. Collect all the passports in the world.
Right.
You will never be one of them. So why don't you? I'm not opposed to you leaving the country.
Yeah.
But I have a problem with you not wanting to be black. Because that is the only person that you can be if you're black. You cannot be you cannot be, even if you're Indian, whatever, mixed, they will not recognize you as one of them. So you better sit down with your roots. So our children need to know their roots.
Absolutely.
They need to know who they are. But when we don't have roots, we don't know culture.
There's
Language
no
is living. Language. Parents are speaking English to themselves. Speaking English to the children. They don't have any language. They say, amala stinks. What do you want to eat? Only rice. Noodles. I want to eat noodles. What is inside noodles? Nothing. Why don't we eat fufu? Eat amala with egusi. You know, they are ashamed of it. They cannot pack it into their lunch bag.
Nutritious food.
Say, I cannot pack it into my child. When my daughter was in school, in primary school, I used to pack her bag. I had one nice school. I would keep the food hot. Pounded yam or anything because she was a swallow girl. Now she's doing Parental. She doesn't do all that.
Daddy Posh.
So now she's mom is too much. I'm calorie counting. I was like, I'm gonna chop food. Chop food.
Get body.
Said to get body. You know. So they don't feed our children very well. Hot dogs and all those type of things. We think it's chips. We think it's
processed
all those things. Processed foods. You think it's woke.
Yeah.
Feed your children well. It's nothing woke about it. You are African. Stop trying to
Adapt on the culture.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy with this. Your first, like you just went all in. And one thing that I must commend you for is, you see, me growing up, a lot of people ask me, oh, Nedu, oh, you are this. How do you speak the way you speak? I say, look, you don't understand. Shout out to my mom. I love my mom to death. I'll take a bullet for my mom. She's the best mom ever in the world. My mom worked where she worked under a white man for the longest period of time. And she saw the respect they give to the white man for the longest period of time. My mom said, no, my child has to be like this person. So a lot of people don't understand how I started talking the way I talk. A lot of people don't. So this is the first time I'm going to say it. Now, my mom worked with a British man. I can't remember his name. So the day where I watched Taste by Moonlight, it was different. It was weird to me. Because all I was watching was Sesame Street, all those things, all those British stuff, everything. So I grew up watching those things. My mama go make sure say every dictionary, that advanced learners dictionary. I learned, yes. I learned one word every day. And that one word every day, I must translate it. I must know the meaning and put it into a sentence every day. Oral English, I write letter in oral. If I need anything from my mom, I write a letter in oral English to my mom.
Wow.
For what I need. So the fact that I speak the way I speak, now because of how I grew up from day. And why I'm saying that thing is because you live over 2 decades in the UK. You are still talking like a proper Nigerian.
Absolutely.
I give it to you.
It's intentional. Very, very intentional.
Wow.
When I was 1996, when I went to the UK, I went to a very diverse school in Croydon. Very, very diverse school in Croydon.
Yes.
And I noticed that there were Nigerians there,
Croydon,
Indians.
Is that where my wife was? No, my wife was not in Croydon. Go on.
Different nationalities there.
Yeah.
And I noticed that when the Indians are speaking, they were consistent. I noticed that when the Chinese were speaking, they were consistent. I noticed that my fellow colleagues, even me too, I will not lie then. Mr. Rocks, can we were just forming, we were just biting our tongue. So I didn't understand. I was just thinking we were just forming. But they were so comfortable. If they want to ask me that, they will ask with their accent. They were unapologetic about their accent. They don't send any, yes, they would say it that way. But when today we will come on Monday with a different accent. Tuesday, different accent. Wednesday, different accent. Thursday. I'm like, what is this? So I kept noticing those, my friends. So I now realized, and I said to myself, I'm going to be consistent. The only thing that I want to do is to make sure that my diction is right.
Right.
So I don't want to be saying, my name is Ronke, I want to drink water. All those are dragging and all those something. No. I think about Chimamanda Adichie. I think about Wole Soyinka. Look at people that have done things globally. They're not speaking phone. They're just speaking properly. And I just determined from that time, I wasn't even 20 then, that I'm not coming with, I don't need any accent. I just want to be myself. And I tell even teens now, you don't need an accent. Because the minute they go on holiday for 2 weeks, they come back to church. They greet us again. In it, auntie, what's up, auntie? Hi, auntie. No content. It's just hi, auntie. They don't read books. Nothing. Auntie. I'm like, what be this? So that was very intentional for me. Even my daughter is in England, and I tell her, Daddy, please don't come back with an accent. Do anything you want there. But please remain yourself. That is going to set you apart. Don't try to be anybody else. Don't try to. She came to Nigeria with the Queen's English. She was born in the UK. She came when she was 6 with one accent. When she was in school, they put in her as narrator. You know how we always that colonization. They will put it all those one that came from England. They go put them for front. So I knew what they were doing. I said, don't worry, this accent will soon leave you. They go put you for back. True. The accent come out. The next day when come from England, they put them. That kind of thing. And that's because our schools are also colonized. In our schools, if they don't put Oyinbo as head teacher, we not go there. We not go register because we are still colonized. We will say we are colonized, recolonization. We are doing it ourselves. Our restaurants. No, Montessori is a methodology.
Of course, it's good. But I'm just saying, but for that white thing, once you have those schools, as big as Africa is, we cannot have Africa curriculum. Nigerian curriculum, we cannot review it to something robust enough to make us competitive. They will say, our children, so that our children can fit in England. That's why we want British curriculum. Do the Chinese say that? Do the Japanese say that? Why are we always shrinking to fit into everybody's world? Why can't they be like us? Your name is Ronke. Before happening, it's Roni. Chukudi. It's Didi. That is, my daughter, when she started calling her D, so that my name is not D. I'm Dade. Dade. Yeah.
When she writes her name on Instagram, Dade with the accent, Papa, she put it there. That's her name. That's how I raised her. So I don't know why we don't want to be solid and rooted in who we are.
Talking about the names. Oh, your name is Dade. Say, by the way, talking about Dade. Dade is here in the studio. Dade, I have my drink.
Shout out to Dade.
Shout out to Dade.
By the way, that's DJ Dade. Okay. Yes, girl.
Oh yeah, bye. Now, talking about Dade not wanting to change her name, you said Dade should call her name Dade. Numbers, I'm not trying to make light of this situation. But I don't reach to the point you say Nigerian girls. What's your name? My name is Grace. You can call me Grrr. My name is Grace. You can call me Riscott.
Riscott.
Yeah,
Kitty.
Hey, Lord.
Kitty. Someone so unrelated.
Wow.
Totally unrelated.
There's one question I want to ask you. Now, I'm happy that you're here, Dr. Posh.
In the house.
In the Hayes house. So, has Nigerian education has gone to the point where, Baby Lawyer was talking about Montessori, this one. Do you know that if now that children are on summer holidays, there are schools where there are lessons where they're teaching them accents?
Oh, yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
And calling it diction.
And that's why I will not stop saying that we are still colonized. The colonization of the mind. We have not been liberated yet. We are still teaching that. In fact, it's a cutting edge for some schools. That's what they sell. That's what they will say, that this is what we are selling. Your children will come up with an accent. There are people that have built their careers on teaching your children to speak Fune. Yes. So the problems in the school is something else. So when we have people when they're telling us that you only need 100 points to be a teacher.
Okay.
Only 100.
Okay.
Out of 400.
Okay.
Wow.
To be a teacher. Wow. That alone should tell you
a red flag.
the problem. That's a complete red flag. Then you now go to the training schools where you have extreme malpractice. So the teacher could just go through a training school, does not even know 7 times 8, and has come to teach. So when people are pretending as if, oh, my child goes to this school, that as long as you are pulling from this Nigeria, there's fire on the mountain. Be worried. They say, oh, this school, they do this, they do. We know what is happening behind the scenes. Some of us are fighting for the Nigerian child, fighting. But unfortunately, some schools, because by virtue of size, by virtue of money and all those sort of things, they wouldn't let your voice come out. But we know that the challenges are there.
There are some school. I know like 4. I don't want to see. I will mention. The guy could do me for this. I will mention your names of this school.
I beg no mention. They go beat you. They don't beat me. They nearly beat me. Make we not talk. Let me just say I'm the most loved educator, and then you see the responses, because I will challenge anything that doesn't make sense. That's what I've always done.
Yeah.
I would challenge something that doesn't make sense. Like, say, for example, during the COVID, they said schools should not teach online during COVID. We are competing globally. You're telling us not to teach our children online. They will shut your school down if you teach online. I'm sorry, I just can't. I just can't. How can I not? How can we not? This is the African child. People are moving on during COVID. They're telling us not to go. Well, let us start education.
Bibi has a question to ask.
I do. Dr. Posh, I want to know if Nigeria's education system has failed so badly that now Instagram, TikTok, even Twitter have become almost like a primary source of education for some of our young people.
It is. It absolutely is. That is where they're learning from. When was the last time you saw a child reading a book? How many go to any university and tell them what are you reading? Which book are you reading? Are you reading Diary of a CEO? What are you reading? You know, they are reading TikTok. They are reading anything that is any content on social media. They are creating content, dancing. You know, that's shaking bum on the TV. That is what they are doing.
You know, in the same breath, the argument that could be made to that is, well, the world is changing. Now we're in the era of AI, where certain things that maybe we would have had to know before, we don't necessarily need to know anymore, because let's face it, this device right here, everybody has, well, most people have access to it. So with that being said, with the way education is changing because of these technological advancements, is it necessary for education to remain by book, physical sources of information, or should we actually maybe embrace the change to learning via social media?
We will embrace the change. We will learn via social media. I learn via social media as well. Now, how do you separate the wheat from the chaff? How does AI teach a human being critical thinking skills, problem solving, reasoning? How does social media or any technology teach? It's not possible. You still have to be able to have those human skills. You have to be able to do them by yourself. And if you're constantly taking information content online, you're not challenging your brain. Your brain is just there, it's dying, because any muscle that you're not using or anything that you're not using is dying. So you find that the average youth, when you ask them something, they have nothing deep or intellectual to tell you. Nothing deep or intellectual. Even when they use the ChatGPT to write, you see them now, you see the content. When they put the content, you will not say prompt, put name. They won't even remember to remove that one. It will still be there. You know, because they don't know how to use this. They don't know how to use this. So it's not a matter of AI is good. I use AI a lot. You know, even today, coming here and say, okay, let me see what AI will say about the thing. What did he say about Nedu? You know what I'm saying? You will still use AI just to get information. But you will always get a lot of information. How are you going to decipher what is good information and what is bad information?
So now, on this note, I want to know, how is it possible that kids, you know, young people, teenagers, even young adults, who can't even speak fluently, they can't even write so well. Some of them, for example, the ladies now have OnlyFans accounts. And how is it possible that they have perfect, fluent captions?
No, talking about that OnlyFans account.
Like,
So
they have captions on Instagram, on
Don't be angry.
OnlyFans.
Don't be angry.
And
Let me
but the way you talk to them, they can't even converse with
let me
you.
add with you. So there was this lady. I don't want to mention her. I can't even remember her name, to be quite honest with you. If I remember, you know me, I'll say it. She opened an OnlyFans account, and within hours she had a. You know what I'm talking about? Baby, you know what I'm talking
It
about?
wasn't an.
She said it wasn't an OnlyFans account. That's what she said.
Oh, you know what?
She said it wasn't an
She
OnlyFans.
said it wasn't an OnlyFans
So what
account.
The alleged 16.5 million.
6.5 million within how
few
many
hours? Yeah.
within hours. Now the thing is, I have Hypo. I've met one or two people. It's like I don't know the girl. I don't know the girl, so that they are making over 20 to 30 million naira monthly from these platforms. Now tell me what you need to tell that young girl to go to school
And learn.
When somebody lost school, she just knows how to package herself. She just knows how to
Show Bobby,
one or two, show a bit of cleavage.
So what is the allure of education to somebody like that?
What is the thing about education?
Yeah.
What is the enticing thing about education that will make me okay? Because Dr. Posh, let's not lie. Let's not lie. You tell me to go. You tell Daddy to go to educate to school. Right? So she'll go to school. She'll now become a clinical whatever. Get her from the school, and the person that wants to give her a job will say, let me sleep with you first. Meanwhile, this other person does not have to sleep with anybody. She does whatever she does on the OnlyFans in her own camera.
We know what we know, or we think we know.
But anyway, let me just allow you to say what you want to say.
Okay.
So one thing is that
We know what we know.
Or
what we think we know.
We know.
So that's why I
like
want
that.
her to actually explain that. Yeah.
Which one should I start with?
All of the above.
All of the
We
above.
know what we think we know.
So it's what we think. Whatever is projected is what we think we see. I mean, we hear of stories of people that go to Dubai and do all sorts of things, and we
That's
don't.
another
What
way.
we see.
There's one lady in one series in Nigeria.
Ozuko. Ozuko. Shut up. Ozuko. Dr. Posh.
Yes,
There's
sir.
one lady. I love women. I have 3 beautiful daughters.
Ozuko.
Oh,
Biko.
okay. She said I should keep quiet.
She's warning you. Mhm.
I'll keep quiet. Continue.
So we see the glossy aspects of these things that they do. They look good, or to some, and they look like they're making money. So why should I bother going to school? We never know the back end story.
That's another
We don't know the mental health challenges that they go through.
that.
We don't know the sacrifices and what they've given up
True that.
for that lifestyle.
that.
Because oftentimes they will come back later on and say, this happened, that happened. We see them on the blogs where they say all these stories that happen. Now, when it comes to school, whilst I run a school, I still tell people that we don't all have to go to school, but we all have to be educated. So even now, I always tell people, I see a lot, because of my daughter's age, I see a lot of young people, I meet them, even when I went to one of the universities in recent times, when I speak to those graduates, I always think to myself, is it not better for that person, this child, to go to school and learn something? But they are
Vocational
they don't even, no content, nothing reasonable. They can't make sentences. They can't even, some of them, I'll put them voluntarily on one of my projects. They don't even know what to do. No proper skills have been transferred onto them. But when you really think about the situation, think about the people that are teaching them.
So now,
You
at the
can't
end of
give
the
what
day,
you
you're
don't
saying
have.
A person can actually go to school and not be educated.
Absolutely. So if you learn the basics, if you learn, a lot of people are doing homeschooling for whatever reason, whether financial, whether they think schools are demonic or whatever the case may be. Do whatever. Your children, yes, they should know their numeracy, literacy. They should know their basic things. Yes. But as they advance in life, I mean, I have a parent in my school that never wanted to have any of his son. He doesn't want his son in school. But somebody now referred him, said, come and meet this lady. He said he doesn't want it. He will do it by himself. So they brought him to Le Posh, and when he came, he was sold. This was 8 years ago. But he has already said this boy is not going to secondary school.
Why?
He has already said he's not going to secondary
What
school.
was
He
the
says,
reason?
what I'm going to, and because he doesn't believe in the system. He believes that it's a system actually. He believes it's a system. I don't want his son to be stuck in a system. Now I try to tell him that there are some schools that will still teach you things like critical thinking skills, help your child to be able to do things. We know schools where, okay, they were designed in a certain way so that you can be in the production line or go and work in a factory or go and work. Yes, but you can't continue to make those assumptions and say all schools are like that. All schools are like that. Things are changing. But he's already determined. He has already mapped out what he wants his son to do. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's going to go into business, he's going to learn this, he's going to learn that, he's going to learn that. Now, my daughter went to some of the best schools in Nigeria, in this Lagos, according to their league tables. So she went to one of them.
League tables.
But when a school cannot brag about my daughter's outcome, there's no school that can brag about her, and they know me. They can't brag about her outcome because I always tell people that when they say school fees is expensive, I laugh because it's the smallest price you pay when you want to educate a child.
Wow.
It is the smallest price. When my daughter was going to, my By the time she was 15, 16, she had done business, emotional intelligence training, different aspects of. She had written a book.
Wow.
She had made millions on Instagram. People were saying she's leveraging on you because she's leveraging on you. I said, who she go come leverage on?
Exactly.
I be a mama now. Let my friends buy her book
Because
for their
if,
children.
if she leverage on you, why you not leverage on your own mama?
Why you self no grow make your pikin feel leverage on you?
Oh, you self grow, make your pikin leverage on you.
So now she's a DJ. When she goes abroad, I always tell her, I'm not selling England to you. You already have the passport. Every holiday, make sure you find your way back to this country. I will show her how things are done. She met Kiki. Kiki put her on CNN when Kiki was going on CNN. She met her there. I will network. I will help you network. She will go for gigs. They will pay her.
And she's here already. We've seen her face.
Yeah, we've seen her face already. So, and I'm not even playing. She doesn't go for jobs of 100K to all those kind of things. She doesn't go for those type of jobs. I will tell her no. I will tell her the fact that I will drive you there, I have a rate. But assume it's Uber that is carrying you there.
Hey!
If na Uber go carry you there,
Why
you go pay Uber. You go pay Uber. So I teach her all those things.
Nice.
So she knows. So now when she's speaking to people, she said she knows she can take it on. Even in the school, I tell her, come and take an inquiry. Go and meet the admin. Go and learn something. You know what I'm saying? Constantly getting her to learn. So when you think is school, is the curriculum, is the kindergarten, that's just...
There's a question that Bibi asked you, and I'd like us to go back to that question. Because I don't think we've done justice to it. And that question is, has Instagram taken the place of the classroom? Because you see a lot of
social media
basically. You see a lot of people, a lot of kids, young people, or even adults, they don't think for themselves. They don't read. You go post something, caption is there. Flipping read the caption. They will not even read the caption.
They manage to read just a line.
And they
just take what that line says and they are running.
Or they see the video, whatever that video says is
they
what
don't watch
they
it
take.
to the end.
Now, is it that?
Listen to this. They said 1% of people think. 1% of people think. About 4% of people think that they think. 4% think that they think.
Wait, sorry. Out of 100%.
Yeah, 1% think.
Actually think.
4% think that they think. The remaining 95% would rather die than think.
Wow.
Hey, well,
so let that one settle in. So let that one.
And that's Nigerians.
No, not generally. I think it was maybe Einstein or one of these philosophers, that said it. You can, if you put it, Google it, it's very easy to find. The facts are there. 1% think. 4% think that they think. The rest would rather die. Me think, okay.
Think
kill
properly.
me. Just kill me. Use me for ritual.
Which is why you see somebody, maybe there will be a post on social media. I don't know who would have seen that thing. You haven't commented though. Somebody will now go and comment. Now, you haven't thought about what you want
First to comment.
And when that first to comment, that first to comment go dictate what you want comment. I was just thinking about it. You know you were not. Now, the question I'm asking is it that people have lost faith? Is it because the social media is in our faces 24/7 that has made a lot of people ignore the normal classroom education, the school system, or is it that I don't know? I'm trying to make sense of the fact that people rather don't. They think, this is what Taylor Swift said. I'll follow what Taylor Swift said.
Or what Beyonce said.
I'll follow what Beyonce said, like
They'll even follow influencers.
I'll follow
on specific things, yeah.
What influencers say. You don't listen to your parents anymore. You don't listen to your teachers anymore. You ignore the classroom. Instagram, TikTok, Snap. No, let's leave Snap. Snapchat is for the devil's children. TikTok and Instagram is now what teaches you. Why do you think that is?
Values. It's a values erosion. Now, think about the teachers around you. How many of them do you yourself want your child to be like them?
Yeah.
And you know what? That leads
This question hurt me. How many teachers when they are school, your children ski, what made them be like your
So
children?
when your child grow up, I'm praying for this child. When you grow up, now so I want to make you be. That's not to say I'm a teacher. I know my children. They will tell you they love me to bits, and they will tell you, even the ones that have gone to secondary school, this last graduation, some of them in year 9, they still came for at graduation. I inspire them.
Values.
I inspire them. I come down to their level and I relate with them. So I'm talking about the teacher that does not know their worth. The one that is waiting for salary. The one that they gave you as a subject to go and study education. The one that when they at home you said, there's nothing you're doing at home, go and teach.
Talking about that one, I wrote one question down. Baby, don't be angry. Please forgive me. You say the teachers that when it's not that because initially they don't have one working house, they now come and go to school. The question I'm going to ask you now is, if you're saying that thing, it means it's not just one school. It's pretty much almost all schools in Nigeria. Now, are Nigerian teachers partly responsible for the moral decay in the country, or are they just underpaid babysitters?
There are different perspectives to it. The leadership in many schools is a problem. Because I relate with a lot of teachers. I think a lot of my following, maybe a third are teachers. I relate with a lot of them, and even when they want to do things right, the leadership will not allow them to do it right. Of the school. Why? So say, for example, a child has done something wrong and maybe you want to discipline the child. The leadership will not allow, because this child is Lagbaja's child. And if you come and do anything, they will get angry and remove the child from the school or something like that. So you find that in many schools, it's the parents that are controlling the schools. And that's why you see them, that parents are now coming to dance at our sports day and graduation and doing fashion parade and doing anything they want to do and spraying dollars. School have lost the essence now. They are no longer educational institutions. Yes, there are schools where the teachers are not paid very well. But the reality I always tell people is that even if you take some teachers now and give them 5 million every month, it cannot bring the content now. It cannot suddenly change who you are. If you don't know book, you don't know book. So if I pay you big salary, you don't know it.
So are you saying most of the teachers in the Nigerian schools, they don't know what they are teaching?
I won't say most. I will not say most because I don't have the data, and I would rather go with data. But a heck of a lot of teachers, because they cheat through there's examination malpractice, another elephant in the room that we pretend as if we don't know. The secondary schools are cheating. University, in fact, when I put it on Facebook, they were even abusing me. Say, who know they do them? Normal thing. How they run up.
But don't be surprised. That's how it is with everything else. People cheat their way through their card documents.
Examination centers for children and everything.
Way of life.
So let's not pretend that we don't know that they have centers that they used to pass exam and all those things that happen.
Special centers.
So all those things are happening. So there's no way that there will not be moral decadence in the society. So schools are guilty of the moral decadence that we see in society. In recent times, we've seen school graduation and prom where it's like a club. With the teddy bear, with the placard they are carrying up and down and moving around, girls in mini skirts, and it's remaining to be on the pole now. It's remaining pole now. It's only pole that I've not seen at school graduations now.
Seen that one.
Parents will come and parade themselves. They go, we're just being part of the school. We're encouraging our go to the club.
I've not seen
go
that
to
one.
The theater. You've not seen it. Blogs carry this now.
I really want to. Okay, Bibi, I think you should
I want to dig deeper into that.
Please go.
So we spoke about the role of teachers and the role of schools when it comes to the seemingly moral decline that we're seeing all around. But what else or who else is contributing to this moral decline that we're seeing? Because
of course, it's the parents. Don't touch my child. Don't touch my child. Oh, there's sand in my child's hair. Where is the teacher? Say sand in my child's hair. That's your problem. And there's sandpits in the school. What do you expect?
So are parents these days coddling their children?
A lot of them are kids. So kids raising kids.
A lot of parents are kids.
A lot of parents are kids and kids raising kids. That's a problem.
Lucky
that is
parents
already
or Ikoyi parents.
No. It's not a respecter of your geographic location. No, and it's not an absolute statement. Of course, they are intentional parents. I have a group of intentional parents. I have a following of intentional
I'm
parents.
an intentional parents.
So there are people that are good, fantastic parents that exist. When they come, they have certain expectations of the school. These are the values of the school, and it aligns with their own personal and family values. There are parents that are absolutely fantastic like that. But then we have all those woke parents now. All those woke parents that were getting angry last Christmas at the Christmas show that they did, that the children were not dancing enough, that they were not doing they wanted to turn schools into clubs. I can remember I did a post, it went viral because I said a school is not a club. When one lady said that she went to go and cook rice and everything, but as she came anyway to the school, they had packed up and gone. She got angry, lamented. All the blogs carried, said, how can she went to go and do this, she dressed up, did makeup. Proms now, you see moms wearing makeup they will do lace fronts to go to prom. So why won't we have moral decadence? So when you even see that they're doing graduation for preschool and the 5-year-old is wearing lace front with nails. So that's parenting. That's the issue.
I think I want to come to this issue of one, the community spirit and our value system. Going back, I said this on radio with my fellow host on the show, Rugged Pastor, shout out to you, when we dealt with on an issue. I said, on this certain day, I went to Methodist Girls High School, Yaba. That's like the oldest girls' school in Africa. And I remember we went for, was it inter-house sports or induction? You know that thing they call induction? Then when you will be in a certain club, Red Cross, conservative club, and you go to another school. So I think we went to QC, Queen's College, that particular day. Okay, we went to QC. And then our school bus actually broke down. So because we were already close, so we had to say, okay, let's just walk in group. This was around 11 a.m. in the morning, Nedu. Do you know that people packed their cars? We just wore school skirt with cardigan on top. And they asked us, what are people doing outside by this time? Why are you not in school? We were explaining that, say, oh, please, oh no. Actually, we went for a function for our school. Can you go? Do you know some of these people matched us? Where do you stay? Fade? My mommy shop is in Jibo. I will live in Yaba. They moved us into their vehicles and took us to our homes to report us. That they saw us on the road around Agnes, going towards Sabo. My mom, thanks to God, knew that I said where I was going, and she got the secular from school. That was community spirit at play. You can't try that with other people's children today.
Nope.
If you try to caution someone's child and say, why are you not in school? If you take them home, they'll say you try to kidnap their child.
But there are kidnappers out there, let's be real.
No, that one is there. But I'm saying if you try to be genuinely like corrective to a child now, it will be a problem. So do we say that community spirit has died in us as a people, first of all, and then in turn, it also, further pushed this decadence in values and moral standing for the kids?
Community, it has deteriorated. Yes, it has. But at the same time, we have to be careful when we say community. Because even me, I don't want community to raise my child. Because what is the community? You have to define the community now. Pedophile next door. If your neighbor is pedophile and is doing all sorts of
it's part of the community.
And it's part of my community, I beg, don't move near my child. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't believe in all those play dates and all those woke things that they do. So we have to be very intentional about what we are calling the community. So if you are living in an environment and I know this neighbor next door, you feel safe around them, of course they can tell your children of, what are you doing here? What are you not doing here? But if a child just want to have a bicycle outside or a ball or something, and then you come out and say, hey, hello, why are you outside? Can you come? And I'm already looking at you, but you want to come and rape my child? I'm defensive too, because those are the kind of people, ritualists and all those type of things. They are out there. So we have to be careful with our children. But it doesn't mean that. So let's not even take it too far. One of the strongest communities that most children are in is in the school. You have chosen the school as a community, but some parents will still not want the school to discipline the child. So what do you want? You want a child that is not being disciplined. I think it's in the Bible. It's pretty much like a bastard. That's what it says. You don't want anybody to discipline your child. You think it's cool. Don't talk to my child like that. Don't shout at my child. The mental health of my child. Blah, blah, blah. You're making your child weak. Your child is not resilient. Do you know what I'm saying? Every small thing you are saying is mental health. But your children also need mental agility. They need to be able to restrict, to stand tough in the midst of many things. It's not that they will not say, go and don't play with a chemical, then you now start crying, go and tell your mommy, or you know what I'm saying? There's some things that your children should be able to fight for. I can remember when my daughter was going through some things in England. She said, Chad, done this, something, it was something racial. And she just said, you know what? This happened. She left me a voice note. I am handling it. If it gets any worse, I will let you know. You must build your children to have capacity. But we have weak children now. Now, my daughter is in the dating stage now. I'm always teasing her. I'm always telling her that all these IJJB, when they come from England, not be those boys you go marry. I'm telling you. All these boys, a lot of them are not men. But they're just boys. Wow. I said, okay. So one day she went to DJ. The battery of the car was low. So she couldn't start the car. She now called me because the battery is low. This was late, almost midnight. It was late. She now called me, mommy, I'm stuck. And I said, call your IJJB now. What should I go do? I will call my mommy. Let me call my dad. Let me call my driver. Let me call. They can't do anything. Tire go come out. They cannot do anything. So why are you saying that men? So people need to raise their children to be men. So all those they are doing butter, IGJPs are in town. You guys need to build muscle. Let your children, they are around now, so I know. You will see them roaming about, waking up at any time, going to clubs. Instead of them to be doing internship that you will not be able to do in the abroad. Your father has connection. Sit down and be learning it. They are going about with dreads and plaited hair, which is fine. I'm not against it. I used to wear a mohawk. I'm not against it. But please, let your children build and be men. And women too, not only the, you know what I'm saying?
But with that being said,
for this issue of this internship thing, I need to put this out there. For those of you parents who are also bringing children from the abroad for holidays, please, I want to beg you. Just try and advise your child that when you are going to a corporate organization, obey the rules of the organization. Myself, you, and Nedu here, we work in an organization. Nedu knows them. They are in the office. They don't greet.
Yeah, no manner.
They are not respectful.
Not rooted.
They
in
will
culture.
sit on a manager or senior staff seat. And when you tell them to get up, they will walk to HR to say, this person insulted me by telling me to stand up. My mental health.
Yeah.
Please, parents, what is going on?
Yeah.
Parents of these children, teenagers especially, what's happening? People can't talk to your kids. The other day on the group, they were talking about the ones on our work group that they couldn't talk to in the office, and they were naming them. Please, parents, train your children and stop making their babies. Because I want to ask, is this part of why bullying has increased in schools?
Of course. Of course.
Has bullying increased in schools, or are children just more sensitive? I saw something recently that said that, bullying is supposed to be the act of repeated abuse, whether verbally or physically and mentally. However, these days, what is deemed as bullying could be maybe children get into an argument, somebody calls somebody a name. Oh my God, I've been bullied by this person now. That one-time offense. Do you understand? So has bullying actually increased, or are children just a lot more sensitive?
Do you know the kind of bullying that has increased? Children that are bullying teachers.
Whoa.
That is the bullying that has increased.
Children
Because they
teachers.
know that this, let me not use that word. Yeah? Some of these parents, they know. So they feel they can do anything. Do you know how many teachers have resigned from the system because they say, I can't take this. How can this child be talking to me like that? The children will talk to you like, no. I will tell my mom. Which abroad? Let me tell you something. I brought my daughter to Nigeria. When she was 6 years old, assuming that she will absorb culture and that she will have all the, which she did get because I was intentional. People bring their children back home thinking, when the children don't go crazy in the abroad, they'll not say they come and normalize them. Instead, they'll put them in one boarding school. Then the child is now totally messed up, even worse. Lord. When you bring your child here, you have to be intentional. You can't just say you brought your child because there are things that happen that are worse here. True. When my eyes opened when my daughter came to Nigeria, I was like, even in the abroad, this one know they happen now. Even in the abroad, this one know they happen now. When I was in school one day, I don't know what happened. We picked her up with the school bus. The children were saying, they were mocking her because she came in school bus. You don't come with SUV or all those kind of things. So she was now feeling one kind. I said, you know what? We have estate Korope and we have 2 legs. I'm going to start coming to pick you up with estate Korope. In fact, she was almost traumatized. Oh my God. Hey, don't pick me with the Korope. I said, okay, we will walk home because our house is only about 10 minutes from the school at the time. Because I'm not going to enter in fact, she came back one day. That time when she just came, she said, Mommy, why are we going for summer? And genuinely, that time I had been out of the system for so long. I did not know the meaning of summer in the way they used to say it.
You've got to go for
summer. So they
said,
that's why we go for summer. So I was thinking, so which summer? Nigeria, they'll be saying summer camp. We don't even get summer.
Malta.
So I was thinking, what is this? So my friend Naija me see that, it's when they travel abroad.
Exactly.
During this. So I was wondering, where does this 6-year-old know what summer is?
Yeah. My daughter is 4 years old. Pipi, you know my daughter.
I love her.
Yeah.
My daughter said she wants to go to
queen.
Malta.
My queen.
Daddy is getting
My queen.
Say, Daddy, I want to go to Malta.
Yes.
I want to go to Paris.
Period.
And I want to go back to London.
Yeah.
London. That's where she wants to go for summer.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
That's all I have to say.
I love that. You mentioned sensitive parents are raising weak children. Sensitive parents are raising weak children. How can parents maintain or thread that line between being able to tend to the needs, the mental and needs of their children, whilst also raising strong, independent thinking children?
See, the thing is, we need to start from the roots. I'm always talking about roots, culture, heritage. If you want to become a parent, try and study and find out the expectations. People just what it is that why did you get married? I finished university, I finished then I
next
got
thing to
married.
do.
When I got married, what is the next thing? 9 months from today, you must have children.
get belle.
Then you get belle, you don't born. Then because I have people that will tell me I don't know what I'm doing. There are parents that don't love their children. They will not put that one on social media. But it's not innate to love your children. Don't think so. That it's not innate to parent properly. People assume
To parent properly.
that
It's not
every
innate.
To
it's
parent
not.
properly, absolutely. I
It's not
agree.
everybody. So a lot of people, that's why you have all this post-traumatic stress syndrome and stuff like that. Because a lot of parents are struggling. But because society expects you to be a good mom, a good parent, and stuff like that.
By
So
all
people,
means.
by all means.
People are
So
suffering
they're
in
struggling.
silence.
So even before you toe that line, like I said, I have a parenting community. There's a single man in it. Single man in my parenting community.
Nice.
That is learning parenting.
As a single father.
As a single, no.
Oh, he's not even a
even
father.
marry
He's just
anybody,
a
no
man,
child, no
a
child.
bachelor.
Yusuf, shout out to you. I talk about him
shout
anywhere
out to
I
Yusuf.
go, anywhere. I tell factories, anywhere I go, I always talk about him. Because I know that his children will call him blessed. His great-grandchildren will
he's
call him blessed.
learning.
He is learning. He has submitted himself to learn. And it's a highly female-dominated group, but he's learning already. So he's going to do it properly. Wow, ask parents, when was the last time you read the parenting book? When was the last time that you followed anybody
They
that's
will
talking
ask
about
you that
parenting?
did our grandparents
See,
and great grandparents
which
read
is-
parenting
And so
book?
they did not read it
I'll
and see
not-
us now.
I'll not
See,
lie
they
to you.
see our country now.
I'll not-
See our country.
I'll
They did
lie
not
to
read it.
you,
See the country
which
now.
is
This is
where-
the result now.
Which is where, you see, I say this on the show. This is the I mean, I've never said this before. It's on the clarity zone that I say it freely about my wife. And I say it to my friend and to her, which is where I respect my wife so much. I don't know how my wife knows about this. She's read so much about children, about raising kids. My daughter, when she was 2, she's doing some things. I'm like, baby, what's going on with why she be? I'm like, that's it something too crazy too. Abi, terrible too. Terrible too. Say terrible too. They behave like this. Behave like. I was not able to understand my daughter better at that point. My daughter will ask you, sit down there. Why should I sit down?
Questioning
here?
skills.
And I tell her, okay, you need to sit down here because of this.
Exactly.
Because of this. And then she understands, she sits down. But as opposed to other people, sit down there. Why? Because I told you to.
I'm your
No.
father. I'm your father.
Tell them why. They will understand better. My son is going to 3 now. He's 2, going to 2. My son is, he's loco, muy loco. Muy loco.
Mad dog.
It's mad dog. You get me? So it's my wife and it's my baby. No, calm down with him. This is it. And I will not call my son. I'll shout at him sometimes. I will not calm down. Oh no, I'm shouting too much. I'm not. So the thing is, which is where I tell a lot of single men and single women. See, when you're dating somebody, so let me look into the camera. When you're dating somebody, it's not about, she's got good body, she's got good body and all that.
Facial
Pretty.
beauty.
Is who can raise your children right
Properly and patiently.
With you.
with you. Posh, Dr. Posh.
Properly and patient.
Ah.
I like that.
If I come back to this earth 1 million times, Bibi knows I will marry my wife over and over and over again. I'm just saying.
True.
Because she raises my children the perfect way. They are the smartest kid I know. My kids are the smartest that I've ever seen. My son is 2. But he's talking to you. He's my daughter is 4, but she's talking to you like
My queen. I love Nedu's daughter so much because I've never met such an articulate 4-year-old. A 4-year-old that knows how to talk to you, ask questions, receive the questions, ask another question. She knows how to converse with you properly. I think
But that
beautiful.
also boils down to having a conducive environment.
Environment, right.
If she's been shut down all the time, because I said so, shut up, adults are talking here, you cannot
Yeah,
do this,
cannot talk here.
you cannot. And the thing is, if we let the child understand how it is done, the child will do it properly, as opposed to saying, you can't be here. Because a lot of these children, they have a lot to teach us.
true.
They have a lot.
We always think as if, we know, that don't be where we are. They have a lot and they know a lot.
True.
So if the environment is conducive, you will have a child that will thrive.
Please, where do we draw? Sorry, I really want to ask this question. Gentle parenting. I'm sorry.
You never get belle. Sorry.
Please, let me just say this.
Don't worry, man will come and will give you belle.
Please, in my marriage, amen. But I want to go.
Why not guys be married?
I know I will. Thank you. But I really want to know this.
Sorry, you just are camera guys and producer. Director and producer. Moving on. But forgive me for saying that.
Gentle parenting
It's not recommended.
Why?
Please, because
It's not recommended.
Is it not recommended or not recommended to Nigerian children?
Gentle parenting is not recommended. Even people like TG Jakes say it. Now, I will tell you why it's not.
Thank you, because I really want to
People
know.
think
Because I
that
don't think I can do it. I have to just be truthful.
But first of all, could you please
People
explain what gentle
think
parenting
that
is?
gentle parenting is intentional parenting. They are different.
Okay.
Intentional parenting is conscious parenting.
All right.
Gentle parenting is passive.
What does that mean? What's
So that
gentle
means, okay, say
parenting?
for example, baby, I want you to go out and get me that cup. Well, if you do gentle parenting, you are speaking for me anyway. Go and get me that cup. And then you say no. Yeah, let's role play. Go and get me that cup.
No.
Baby, get me that cup.
No.
Get me the mommy wants you to get me the cup. You know, you're helping mommy.
No.
I don't feel like.
But I thought gentle parenting was like, please help me get that cup.
And you shall be doing all that drama.
But then the child,
See,
you
drama,
explain
only
it to
drama.
the child. You say, okay, I would like for you to get me that cup so I can give you the water.
The child can still say no.
So when the child keeps on
Wait,
saying no, what do
baby,
you
you see
then
the way
do?
you're talking right now.
Because I love the question.
No, but I beat you there, Nedu.
The question is the question is where the answer is. The question is where the answer is. Gentle parenting does not allow you to be firm and assertive. Intentional parenting now says you've already done all the right things to do. Now get up now, baby. Go. That child will respond.
So that is not
Gentle parenting will still be saying
parenting.
all those nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But intentional parenting does not stop you from being firm and assertive with your
Because
children.
I had to watch
You
people
can
do
be.
the role play. And in my head.
So what are you going to do when the child really says
Hold on. I'm thinking of the woman that made that chin chin. Her telling me, Jemotem
I'm telling her no.
And I tell her no. Ma, Gary Toner is available. Gary Toner and slippers
You are done.
is a weapon
That's my mother.
that forever and ever
is
aimed
available
will get you.
in quantum.
No matter where you get to. Africana will
As
never
someone
fail.
that is not a fan of beating children,
Now,
I was never
exactly.
beaten.
Yeah.
I want to know about
I'm not saying my people
beating.
are not beating. Me, I don't. They can speak for themselves. But me, nobody beats me.
Okay.
I have Pekin. I know they beat them.
Let's talk about beating.
Beating, please.
I've written a book, 101 tips to stop beating and shouting. This is how much I don't believe in beating. I even give the example of, you know, when Jesus go lost that time, when the parents they find out.
Yeah.
If na
Synagogue.
Nigerian parents now, waiting go happen.
Slap, man.
Dr.
They're gonna
Posh,
slap you
Dr.
first.
Posh, people my age, I'm 40, I'm 43, going to 44 now. A lot of people will tell you, if not be saying my mama beats me, I for not did this. So what of those where they believe saying that the beating where they give us that make us be like this?
Because they've not normalized
Yes.
and they now
Now trauma, I mean,
it's a trauma response. They think that when you hit a child, it's an act of love. So what happens is they now think because you love me, that is why you are hitting me. I'll give you an example.
To correct.
That is a
So
terrible
let me give you an
precedent to
example
set
now.
for.
Nedu, oh yeah, I'm beating you. Can you come? Oh, don't do that again. If you do that, I will kill you. Papa, take break. Papa.
Your hand,
Then when I
finish.
finish, when I don't finish beating Nedu,
Sorry.
Mommy, okay, sorry about that. Your mommy loves you. Okay?
No, you don't.
No, I do.
If you loved me, you wouldn't hit me.
She may not even say that. She may, you know, compare that. Say, take ice cream. You know?
Take-
Yes.
They cannot say sorry. They will now do that. Now, let me translate it. Nedu will now grow up. The wife can't do something, never cook. What's this? I'm tired from work. What's this? Babe, I'm tired too. Bah, go, me.
Lord.
Exactly.
When she finish beating her, babe,
You know I love you.
I'm
babe, you know I
sorry.
love you now.
Let's go
Babe.
for dinner.
Let's go for dinner.
Let me buy you this bag.
Hey,
That's what the ice cream
boy.
turns into.
So they will say it is the beating that formed them. And I understand that those were the tools that our parents knew. If they knew better, they would do better.
So rather than
That's
helping
why you see
beat
that a
the
lot
cycle
of
abuse,
grandparents that beat their children do not want you to beat their
their
grandchildren.
So instead of beating, what are other ways? Because you said that you wrote a book about it. So what are, let's just say, 3
Nice.
other
That would make
ways
sense.
that parents can go about disciplining their children?
First of all, you have to even understand your child. What is the personality type of your child? If you don't know the personality of your child, then how do you even want to work with that child?
Because all children are not the same.
They are not the same. All children are not the same. So you have to
same.
profile your child first. Some people want to discipline their child. They think it's beating. Some people will say naughty corner. Some people will no. Some children, you put them in naughty corner, they are happy. Thank God. Today not today. So do you know what I'm saying? So until you know that this child is the one that the naughty corner will
Devil
pain.
has sent for
You know the personality child of that
Gosh,
your
I don't
child.
like this thing you are doing because you're actually talking to me. So my mom used to give this punishment. My mom used to give this punishment where if you did something bad, you know, I feel bad about saying this. It's now that I'm grown that I realize that what I did was actually weaponized incompetence. So then, if you try to punish me for doing something that maybe I really wanted to do, but because you were so aggressive, I would intentionally not do it well. So that you don't ask me to do it again. I used to do that. So, for example, you wanted me to make a bowl of gari. I know I can. Sometimes it was always out of the fear that if I did it so perfectly well, everybody would want me to keep doing it again.
What age were you when you learned how to do this?
Age 7, 8, 9, 10.
Interesting.
My mom is a caterer. My mom is a caterer. So yeah, we always had to be at the shop in Jibo to make she always wanted everybody, not just me, my cousins who she raised and my siblings. You would assist the cooks and co. So you knew how to do virtually something. Boil water. You might not carry the water, of course, but once they poured it in, you will learn how to get the gari in, to turn it. So most times she'll start you with a smaller bowl because your hands are small. I was always smaller. So, but then when I started knowing how to do it so well, the workers will now want me to do it so that they could move on to do other things. But I wanted to play at that time or watch Tales by Moonlight because I was in that episode of Tales by Moonlight and I wanted to watch the show.
I'm curious, are you the first child?
First and only daughter.
Because that happens a lot with first children.
Yeah.
They lose their childhood or they are made to parent their siblings, and it's called parentification.
Yeah.
And it's also a form of child abuse that our parents did not know. So they always believed that they were teaching the first child responsibility and survival instinct. But whilst they were doing that, they were robbing their children. And even a lot of first children, they complain about it.
Even till now,
but some of them are traumatized by it.
As an adult, there are things that I've done so well in the workplace. And I'm saying that either I wasn't valued enough or I was taken for granted. Guess what I do? I abandon it. I intentionally just abandon it.
This question I wrote down. I'm gonna read it out the way I wrote it down.
When you are 5, because it's whatever you experienced when you were 5 that led to, or 5 or 4, that led to you being able to weaponize it. Do you know how strong that is for a 7-year-old child to know how to? I need to not do this properly.
No, I just started. I would intentionally just destroy it so that you don't tell me to do it again.
But what I've learned is how intelligent children are. For a 7-year-old to know that let me not do this properly so that I don't have to do this again. Do you know how intentionally, like how intelligent
if you have a 7-year-old right now, understand the fact that that person is very, very intelligent. Whatever they are doing, it's intentional.
That is manipulation, low key. A 7-year-old is capable, like, no shade.
No, it's real.
I wrote something down, Dr. Posh. When, you were talking about parents and raising of children and all that, and I said, when did Nigerian parents stop raising children and start outsourcing parenting to either other people or smartphones,
gadgets?
So it's progressive. It just got worse with the smartphone. Some of our parents did have housekeepers, nannies, relatives that supported. So we are not going to pretend as if we don't know that didn't happen. But then when the smartphones came, that was one. But even before that, we still have a generation of parents that believe that having house help is woke. They will even go and bring a Filipino nanny and all those
Pause for a bit. There are some people in this Lagos, Nigeria.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna say it. You can drag me for all you want. I don't give a fuck about you.
On a parenting podcast.
Okay. I don't give a hoot about you. Thanks to you. Love you.
Mwah.
That's Dr. Posh. Thank God that you're here. There are some people that when their nannies are not from Philippines or from the Chinese, when their nannies are not white, they are not proper nannies.
It's still the colonization I've been talking about. It happens in the schools too. If you don't see Oyinbo head teacher in some schools, they will say they don't want the school. And then because that's already telling you that they're saying that it's the Oyinbo that can lead the school or the restaurants. All of you should follow.
Restaurants! Hey! My best friend!
But our Nigerians are jackpying and doing fantastic things abroad. But here, we say we are looking for head teacher. And some of these schools, because they know that parents are looking for Oyinbo, they'll go and bring the dregs of society. People that you will not interact with in the UK. I know because I lived in the UK.
Yeah.
There's some people that will see, they tell me that they're in the educational texture with you don't call on me. I will rather have Sikira teach my child than you.
Period.
But because of the color and the colonization, we will just say, Oyinbo. That Oyinbo thing, it is slavery that is still going on of the mind. It's a poverty of the mind, and it needs to stop. This is not to say that Oyinbo cannot do things. I'm a product of a lot of Oyinbo. In my university, my A-levels, so many things. My masters, everything was in the UK. So I'm not shooting Oyinbo, but I'm trying to say that we are capable.
Of course.
We can do it.
Even better.
Was it not even a doctor, a Nigerian doctor that did a pioneer surgery where he removed a baby?
Yes, and put it back.
Removed and did the surgery, put it back. It was a Nigerian that did it. But when we are in Nigeria, we certainly feel as if we cannot do it. In fact, they will, even when they want to do flyer for school, they will put the Oyinbo children, they will put them in front so that you can say, we have Oyinbo. Some of them will even call for inquiry and say, do you have Oyinbo children in your school? Why are we like this? They say, they want them to mix, they want them to say, kineko. But we don't have this mindset in other places. It's only us.
But what about the school boards, like pioneering boards of different schools that I've heard of? So we have this thing in the education system, private schools especially, where Nigerians or a Nigerian can come up and start a school, Montessori school, for example, and then they go to get this Oyinbo, like you say. And guess what? Because I met one who said, because the face or proprietor of the school is white, even if I increase my school fees to 12 million,
I was told that. I was told to put Oyinbo.
I now put I looked at the man like, and you say no, that he has 3 schools functioning here and in Abuja.
It doesn't matter the quality of the Oyinbo.
And he says that just because the proprietor
even Abino
is said to be the one who puts...
It's not Oyinbo now. We have Oyinbo here. That one is not.
That's joking.
That's albinism.
That he has increased school fees up to 350%.
Wow.
Straight up every year for the last 4 years.
I had
and
an
parents
issue
keep
with
paying
a
because
school.
they know that there's a white man as
A
principal.
child finished in year 6 in my school and went and got admission in 3 schools. The mother said, please come with me to select this school for my child. So I just said, okay, let's go. We went to one of the schools. The head teacher was shouting at the parent and the staff. The whole place was reverberating. We sat in the reception. Everybody was moving scatter, afraid. Eventually, when it was the woman's turn, she said what she wanted. Is that why you're disturbing me? I can send you my email. No. I said, why is she shouting? So-called Oyinbo, not funfun. So, and I said, sir, why are you doing like this now? Why are you speaking to her? You shouldn't really be addressing, this is not professional. He just started on me. I said, started shouting at me. I said, if I don't get anything for this Lagos, I get social media. I put my phone and started recording this rubbish. This man was just, he walked out of the school.
Can you imagine?
Eventually, I went online, Instagram, YouTube, everything. The children were calling me from abroad, sending messages. Even the teachers, someone said, I've been here for 7 years, 10 years. This is how this man behaves. This is what he does. He makes children eat pepper. He does this. The abuse that was going on. And I said, but parents are paying. Yes, because they want to be affiliated. It's not even
this
white
man come wicked.
It's not even be Oyinbo. There's white and but I don't want to be. You know what I mean now.
Politically incorrect.
I'm politically incorrect.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? These Nigerians were still putting money in this school despite this treatment. They felt it was an honor for them, a privilege
to be associated
with that school. So irrespective of what this man did to them.
Oh Lord.
So when I put that on, they called me and I should put the video down. I said, I will not put the video down. They said, what do you want? Is it money you want?
Can you imagine?
Like, people that follow me on Instagram, they knew, and YouTube. People were complaining, teachers, everything. I said, I'm not putting this video down. What do you want? I want to speak to the board of the school. Because it was money I was looking for. I said, that man has to go. Because of all the comments, that man has to go. And that's some things I can't even say about that case, because obviously when something like that's happening and it was out there's some people that should have heard about it. But let's not even talk about that on this podcast, so that I can go home safely. So
You
when
will go home safely.
So when all those things happened and children were reporting and everything, eventually they had to get rid of the man. I put the video down. I did not, and for record's sake, the video is still available.
Wow.
If in case you need
In case, I just made it private and I downloaded this just in case.
just archive it.
The video is very, very much available. But to be honest, later on I saw some teachers from that school. I saw the librarian from that school at an event, and they were like, "Thank you so much for what you did for us."
You see, but they will
But
not
you
be able
were
to
there
talk. You were there.
suffering.
You will
You
not say
were
anything.
suffering there. You were suffering there. So we are not. You can't say that. 1960 we are free, independent. No. We are still colonized in our minds in many ways. And if you're colonized in your mind, you are not liberated anywhere else. And that is why we still feel the need that we have to steal wig to wear. Wig is now 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. We are still buying it because we do not feel
Hey,
hair
we
is
will be
good
dating you
enough.
as a single man if you have not bought Peruvian wig for her. You're a useless man. Sometimes we kill most of you.
Building off of the back of what you just said there about, parents accepting the bare minimum just because of the association to Igbo people. Would you say that, parents these days are too busy chasing money or chasing clouts? Because the way I see it is like parents are chasing clouts, essentially. They want to feel among. They want to feel like, yes, my child too goes to that school.
Yeah, because I can say it in the party. I've had parents tell me that I love your school, but my husband wants to be saying that his children go to that kind of school and meet his friends and say we all go to that kind of school. So even if the school is not serving them, they still will want to put their children in that school just so that they can say that kind of thing. So I had a parent that took the child when the child finished preschool to one of the schools and said, my child doesn't greet again. And this child used to greet when the child was at Unfiltered Posh very, very well. And I said, go and tell them in the school. She went to go and tell them in the school. They said it's not their responsibility, it's the parental responsibility.
Can you imagine?
And she was paying like heaven no, as in if you see the money that they're paying. So it's a lot of these schools, they know that we want them. So they do anyhow. And we keep saying, yes, sir, yes, sir. You know how they used to do the masters? Yes, sir, yes, sir. And this is what we still see. So I need people to wake up and realize that a lot of these things that we're doing is a colonization of our minds. We can do these things. We can run restaurants, we can build roads, hospitals, we can run all these things. I'm not letting go and sack all the Oyinbo people that you have, but just have this mentality that it does not have to be Oyinbo before it can work.
Nigerians can also do it.
We can do it. We are doing it in abroad now.
Get what she said. Dr. Posh said, it does not have to be Oyinbo before it can work. Now, some of you, see, I will not lie to you. I made this. I almost made. Well, I wouldn't say that. So because every month in this every month I spend, both of them know, 2 months in Nigeria, 2 months in South Africa.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Sorry, 2 weeks in South. They know better than that. 2 weeks in Nigeria and 2 weeks in South Africa because my second home is South Africa. Now, there's a restaurant that I love to eat in Taunton. The manager is a white man and he serves. And then I was talking to my co-host Acapella. I'm like, Acapella, see you now, white man they serve. I go like me white man serve me. So the thing is, it's just now there that when the white man serves you, is better. I started talking like that. Let me came myself and say, wait though. No now. I don't eat for a restaurant why I eat good food way past here where I eat. And not be white man serve me. So why I feel saying a white man will serve me, they go make the food sweet, pass acidic sweet for Tasi. Why I eat for Lekki in phase 1 in Nigeria, Lagos. You know what I mean?
True.
So I think just like you said, the fact that it's a white man that is, or white woman that is the headmistress or headmaster of that school does not mean that the school is good. It's all about the morals.
Yeah.
Do they have what they can? Do they have what you want them to pass to your children?
How does the white man even pass on African values to the children?
Oh!
Wow.
How does a white man pass
African values?
Say that again.
How does the white man pass African values to the children? So you say, oh, because you want them to blend in when they get in the UK. They can never blend in. They will never blend in.
Ever.
They will always be black. So the sooner we keep them rooted, the sooner we let them know that they are black. Their afro is nice. Their melanin is popping. Yeah, thank you, Kiss Daniel. Let them know and they accept themselves for who they are. So they don't go and be bleaching and killing themselves, having all sorts of diseases, eating bad food because they don't want people to see that they are eating amala or tuwo or all those kind of things. They will say African food is smelling, but they will queue up at Indian restaurants. Excuse me.
Mexican restaurant.
You don't smell their garlic before. You don't go there. You don't go there.
Korea.
So what we have done is that nothing African is now appealing. We don't want anything to be appealing. We don't know our history. We don't know that even our forefathers were mathematicians. We don't know that they were astronomers. Even this so-called AI, why they talk now? Start them.
Now we start our
That mama when they look you, where they say, it be like say you don't get belly.
As
You don't say you don't get belly. We had intuition. When I went to Egypt, it was pitched to me that the Pyramid of Giza was by slaves. All those big rocks, all those. The finest of them, the most intellectual people were the people that designed those rocks, and that's why they're still standing. When you go there, you will see the precision with which they were built. They are so amazing. An illiterate could not have built it. I understand because I had to become a historian that even the first few people in China were black people.
Yes, they
say what now?
Yeah, I was shocked too.
Yeah,
This is
true.
news
They
to
are
me.
Saying that for the first time.
No, they are real. They are real. Yeah.
If you look at the mummies and all those stuff, and then
The
even in
real
schools,
owners
you know
of
much.
Asia.
Even the boys, we will tell the boys,
Worldwide continents were actually
we will tell
black
our
people.
children to cut their hair. Our boys to cut their hair in school. That is not the African hair. That dreads that they are running away from, that is the real African hair.
Yeah.
When they have mixed race children, they will tell the girls they will plait one certain style, like robots in certain schools.
Yeah.
You must plait all back today, all side today, all front tomorrow. But when a mixed race girl comes to the school or to that school and her hair can be plaited, she's okay. They will leave her to carry her hair the way she is.
Yeah.
You're already telling the other children that this girl is better than you. So our no fiawarawa sherawa inkotaba bela ruge, anything that we make important. Nobody can make you important if you don't make yourself important. Nobody can say Nigeria, Africa is amazing. If you don't come out and say Africa is amazing, you have to take pride in it. And you cannot take pride in what you do not know. The history that they teach in the schools is not enough to keep the children rooted. They are teaching them things that are not enough. When they think about Fumi Ransom Kuti, they teach us about her being the first lady to drive a car. Do you know what that woman achieved?
Before all
that driving of car. When they talk about Rosa Parks being the girl that sat on the bus and she got up and all those type of things, she was not the one. She was not the one. The person that it had even happened to a few, but they used Rosa Parks. Why? Because she was fair.
Wow.
The rest were too black.
See, I think at this point,
Clock it. Before you ask that question, there's one other question I want to ask. You see, I see these things, and to be quite honest with you, I know maybe it might not be connected to what we're talking about, and then again, it might just be connected. It pisses me off, and it irritates the shit out of me. You see parents to the point where they open Instagram accounts for a 2-year-old, and then they go to the point and post a picture. My mommy did me great.
I think about it too. A 2-year-old can't post picture.
A 2-year-old cannot post picture.
Okay, so I understand that, but that is also because what society has normalized.
Okay.
Society has normalized all those sort of things. My daughter had an Instagram account before she was of age because she's a dancer.
Who opened the Instagram account? You did.
I opened it. She didn't have access to it.
So
but I was using it to
part of the problem
position.
as well?
No. This girl,
Not
because of her,
necessarily.
she didn't have anything to do with it. I was just posting her skills. Those two things, there are two perspectives to it. So there's the part where the parent probably has a mental health issue, where they are speaking on behalf of the child, where my mommy when we know it's not the child. So that one exists.
Okay.
But there's the place, as she's used the right word, of positioning.
Okay.
Where the child doesn't have access to what is going on, but you're positioning the child. So I'll give an
Maybe,
example.
maybe you understand what the child likes, and you're positioning the
Or
child.
maybe she's talented.
Yeah.
Because I have a
I
friend
get it, I get it.
a child is doing so many things abroad now. My daughter's book was sold by Instagram. Her dance, the ex-presidential candidate, Feladro Toye, found her on Instagram and the work that she was doing. So I was posting her work. I was not posting her twerking there or all those sort of things. She didn't have access to Instagram. It was me that opened it and everything. In fact, you will still see perverts come and toast her, and it's me that is there.
Serious.
And that's why people,
How age?
you know what I'm saying? She doesn't even know what is happening, and it's me. Yeah. So I will tell them that I am the mother.
Are you serious?
And so this this is me managing her accounts. So you can imagine children managing their own accounts by themselves and what their parents are exposing them to. So she was using it for her work, and like I told you, she DJs, so she gets a lot of work via Instagram. So it's a tool. Social media is not bad.
Yes,
you can use it. Many child stars that have been made from, but when you now start seeing them using the children to twerk or saying, "Oh, my mommy bought me this and that,"
my mommy is the best mommy. Like, oh my god, I woke up this morning. My mommy dressed me right, baby.
So what is a good age for children to have autonomy of their own Instagram accounts?
There's no good age.
Yo.
And I'll tell you why. Some of them will say age 13, age 16.
Okay.
It is per child. That's why I said you must know the personality of your child. Your child can be a 16-year-old baby and not able to cope online, because the online space is a whole world.
True.
It's a jungle on itself.
Yeah.
The same way you will say, I cannot send my
entirely.
daughter to Alaba market. It's the same way you will say, I cannot send my child.
Alaba.
Call it anything. You see the rootedness we're talking about? We must know it.
Alaba. Say Alaba.
Alaba.
No.
Alaba. So that is part of the rootedness that we're talking about. And seriously, I should know how it's pronounced. But you see, there we go. So we must be rooted. Where was I? I lost my trail of thought.
Age.
You're talking about
age.
So yeah, so the child may not be ready, even if the child is 16.
Okay, so
the child may not be ready, even if the child is 13. You might not be emotionally, mentally ready, because they bully themselves online. They do all sorts. They compete online.
Okay, can we now move from? We've talked about education, talked about parenting. There's one part that I really need us to talk about. And I think it's scary where that is going to. Nudity online. Everybody's naked online now.
even kids.
Even kids are naked online.
Even kids.
Before, growing up, I'm 43, going to 44. Bro, before, if you see shimmy, you know what shimmy is?
Yeah, the slip.
This for woman, like you're like crazy. You get what I mean? But now,
even brass strap. If you see it,
brass strap. When you see brass strap,
shoulders a little bit.
you see shoulder alone. They're like, oh my god, see our shoulder, the shoulder blades. Oh my god, it's crazy. You get what I mean? But now,
it's excited by knees. Now see knees. Oh my god.
Let me tell you what I'm excited by. Let me tell you what I used to be excited by. There's this thing like
The
under
calf.
here,
The
the
calf.
calf.
The cow.
I used to be excited by the calf. Like, oh god, the calf is so carved well. And I used to like stretch marks. I like light stretch marks.
Can you imagine?
Yo, please, can we not? Please, can we not?
We're going to edit this part out of it.
No, it's not going to be anything. I like light stretch marks. I like look at, oh my god, see the stretch marks light, but not be those ones with the clean recharge card number.
Oh Lord.
There are some that you scratch that will scratch numbers and then you get me. Now it has gone to the point where now is nudity is not the norm. If for you to know girls now nipple now be nudity. You can see every part of the breast. But you see that nipple, when you never see that nipple, that granite. If you see that granite now, you don't see everything. But if you never see that granite, no, they are still covered. There is something that oh Chineke, I don't know how I'm going to say, because this person is my friend.
If the person is your friend, you maybe tell the person the truth. If they are genuinely your friend.
I have.
Clock it. Clock that T.
Okay, I'm not going to say this part. But the question I wrote down is, why do some mothers cheer their daughters have naked TikToks but cry when men treat them as sex objects?
It's still their mental health that is at stake. That's the challenge now. Because when I was younger, when we were all younger, we used to say that the breasts are private parts.
It is it's still a private part.
No, I mean, I don't know again, because now
yes, it's still a private part.
if the breasts are private parts and you said nobody should touch it, nobody should see it, it should be covered. Now you're telling your child, don't let anybody touch your babies, don't let anybody touch your chest, okay? Promise mommy. And the child is looking at mommy's chest. Every time mommy is going out, the breast is out.
Everything is out.
Is it not conflicting for the child?
Leading by example.
Because there's no point. It's do as I do, not do as I say. Mommy's breast is constantly out. So by default, it is normal for that girl
But what
child
if when
to
your
grow
mommy
up.
is close to Jacko now? It's different.
It's what?
Mommy, when your mommy is close to Jacko.
Cold soldier.
Kosi.
I know hear that part.
Okay, don't worry. We are so glad you do. We so
Continue.
Nedu.
When your mommy
I'm glad I don't
is an
understand.
influencer.
Nedu.
Yeah, what did I say? So
Yeah, you see them twerking with their children online now. They will say they're influencers.
Let me Google.
You will see them doing all those sort of things.
Let me Google.
Okay, so while he's still googling, I would want to say this.
Please, when she sees the picture and screams, don't stop.
Do you think it's a case of this same thing of wokeness, or it's just a case of our mothers didn't do it, but I'm doing it now.
Peer
and
pressure.
It's not so bad.
pressure.
So at the end of the day, we had the times when our mothers would drive us to school, and then
That's
they were
cool, so
completely.
Shout out to you, Mama.
Let me see.
We love your bosom. Sorry, we love you.
Then they were. Nedu, I begged you for this.
No, I'm just
I've seen everything I
saying.
needed to see.
Now, some of
You
them
didn't
were
see
like,
I saw it.
some of them were like, I never saw my mom have to. Yes, my mom wore shorts, but they were always at the knee, just here on top at most. You know, she would go to play sports, play tennis. We did all of that together. She, my dad could even drop us off, and she could go to the parent section. We were in the kids section. I did that growing up. But these days, you have moms that wear bomb shorts with their butt cheeks showing to drop the kids at school in the morning. And
Single mothers, maybe.
no, even married women.
No. It's not a single one that thing.
Married women with their butt cheeks showing. They come down from the cars, the SUVs. They come down, they drop the
Ikoyi
kids.
or Lekki?
Mainland island, it's happening.
It's not a respecter of geographic.
Mainland
Bad behavior is not a
island.
respecter of geographical location.
Mainland
No,
island,
it's
I can be
irrespective of
calling
age.
names. Magodo, Ikeja, GRA.
Anywhere.
I can be calling Ikoyi, they are there.
What
Even
schools?
abroad, they've sent newsletters to in some schools that parents will not drop children in pajamas and things like that.
they
Even some
do.
supermarkets always tell people not to come.
In
One time I was
pajamas,
in
yeah.
England, they were telling people not to come into
Yeah.
the supermarkets with their pajamas because they were just coming in like that.
So
No bra, no
they
pants.
wear this bomb shorts with their butt cheek showing with flip flops and then spaghetti tops, and then they are dropping the kids at school. The teachers themselves would see that you are now having parents who are other wives are complaining. I don't like the way this woman is dressing to drop children. I will stop my kids from coming here. Now you're asking, how do you talk to that kind of parents and say, don't dress this way? Because now some schools are saying they don't want to stop them from expressing their wokeness. If they do, they will lose money.
It's always money. And that's why hungry people cannot run schools.
They will lose money.
Hungry people.
Hungry people cannot run schools. And hunger is not a state of pocket. It's a state of mind.
Ew.
Wow.
So if hungry people run schools, they will not be able to speak to the parents. These are our values and these are our rules. Take it or leave it. But when they are controlling you, they are coming to PTA, we bring 10 million, we give and that's what is controlling you. Anything they say, why should they? In fact, obviously I have many school owner friends, and they will tell you things like, some of them are bringing BBL to the school and wearing all those tight things
Parents.
to the school. The boys are there, teenage boys are there, preteen children are there. Say it's pajamas are complaining about. The BBL ones that are there now, the best to be standing like this and all sorts of things. Those ones too, there are challenges that our children are going through. Now, if our schools cannot put their foot down as educational institutions and say, just like one of these guys says on, is it Eric, he calls himself, we do not do that here. If you cannot say it,
Google.
if you cannot say that, then anything that is not managed is subject to abuse. You will have chaos.
Please repeat that.
Anything that is not managed, and it's Miles Monroe's quotes, by the way. Anything that is not managed is subject to abuse. So if you don't manage your schools, it will be abused. You keep getting more and more of these things. And the issues are even deeper than what you said. Some of those moms in some of those schools are coming from some of those teachers that are gigolos. That's why you will now see that they're sports teacher. Before I used to be a personal trainer. Now you saw those sports teacher and English teacher. We know, you know me, I'm behind the scene. I go tell you how we did. So I'm going to drop. Mommy is going to drop you at school. That is going to work. Hey, bam. Hello, Bam's mommy. How are you?
With all the chest and gymming.
We don't. we sabi wetin dey happen for the school.
Servicing behind.
So if your school is not value based, you will not be able to say we do not do that here. If you know your rules, you see all those challenges we don't have them at Le Posh because they know what they are coming for. They are coming for their children. They don't send anything.
But we don't
my
get
parents,
the deal.
if my parents are getting involved in anything, they're asking you, how are we going to move the school forward? The curriculum, the this, that's what they are doing. They don't have any. But when you come to the school, they're doing PTA. Parents are already taking the same material to sew one cloth. They're uniform dance. They're coming to do all those kind of things. We've lost the meaning of educational institute. Let's go back to the old meaning of what a school is, so that we can do right by these children. One place that can help our society today is our schools. But if you keep getting people that are scoring 100 over 400 to be our teachers, people that are hungry, that they will be pandering to the parents, so that if the parents just give them 5K. Shout out to Mr. Damilola. A parent gave him money. No, thank you, sir. You don't do that here.
Wow.
Parents come and give my admin. Come and give my admin 5K, 10K. To do what? To do what exactly?
Wow.
Make sure that you build your team. And you may have high teacher turnover. It is fine because a lot of Nigerian teachers, because they don't know how to behave, not all, a lot of them they will not fit into the structure. But if you have a structure, your children will always be well.
Benefits, absolutely.
Let them go. And parents, get used to teachers going. Don't complain because the schools are doing right by your children. Because we are in a crisis situation right now. We don't have teacher quality. But we have some schools that have systems. So you might have 3 teachers teaching your child at this particular point in time because they don't want to. They may not come. We know what's happening behind the scenes. They may not want to do their lesson. They may not deliver a lesson properly. They may not come to work on time. They don't want consequences. They may need to give them consequences. They will go to WhatsApp group and say, "This school is that. This school is that." No, we don't care. We know what they do. But just know that your schools, at least I know that many schools are fighting for your children because it's a crisis situation out there right now.
So with that being said, stepping away from school now, going back to the realm of parenting, should poor parenting be called a generational curse or is it just irresponsibility?
Hey, it can be called a curse because it can destroy a child forever now.
Because a lot of the people,
which
the
will
way that
affect
we
generations,
which will affect
the way that
generations.
we are is
if a child is
from
raped
the
or something
that we experience, whether it's our schools, our environments growing up, and parenting, obviously. So that's generational. We are a product of generations before us,
of course.
So is poor parenting generational or is it irresponsibility? Should should parents at some stage take the responsibility for their own children as opposed to looking at the downfalls or the disadvantages of their own upbringing?
That's why you have to be intentional. So they said if something bad happens to you, it's not your fault. But fixing it is your responsibility.
Making sure the cycle ends.
It's your responsibility. So something must happen to you. But make sure that it doesn't happen to your child. You didn't have a nice relationship with your mom or your dad. But you make sure that you're intentional to have a nice one with your own children. It takes intentionality to do that. So it can be a curse because if you are passive about your parenting and something bad happens to your child is abused, gang, all those type of things that happen, bullying, they've been beating the child, drugs and stuff like that. Because of your irresponsibility, you've ruined that child.
So please, I want to say this concerning the schools. And I just remember the case that might bring in sore memories for us as Nigerians. The case of Sylvester.
That broke me completely. That was College. The end.
Dowen College. After that, we also had another case similar to that. Ajayi Crowther University. My very good friend, Sarah Eku, shout out to you. Her younger sister was in school the weekend that boy was killed, the boy from Delta State. Now, these issues, and at the end of the day, we haven't seen schools who have come out to say, we're actually really sorry. It was our fault. It happened on our grounds.
On our watch.
And actually say sorry to these parents and accept their fault. Why is it so hard when these things happen on Nigerian soil for Nigerian schools to actually, even when parents are saying online boycotting school, they closed Dowen for a while. They didn't even tell us when they opened it back.
Nobody even knows. Nobody even remembers.
They just went back to business like nothing happened.
Business as usual.
So, and there's still parents who still actually had their kids admitted to Dowen after that. And that woman today, was buried this year. She died.
She died.
Yeah, she died.
Sylvester's mother.
She died of a
couldn't
broken
cope. You
heart.
don't do
She died
that.
of a broken heart.
Obviously, mentally, you can't
was
cope with
too
that
much.
as a
It
mom.
was too much.
So, how do we sieve the schools that we know that, okay, if anything was to happen to my child, yes, it's risky to say, but how do we know what schools?
As a mother and as a school owner.
Yeah, as a school owner, as a mom, how can you say, okay, as a parent, look out for so and so when you want to, place your child in a school? Because Nigerian schools,
What are the things that
it's
we
all
look
about the
out
money
for?
for them
What are the things
to
basically?
increase the fees, make money.
Absolutely.
Your kids could be dying on their school ground. They don't care.
So basically,
Secondary school, primary school, universities.
basically, in addition, when we're looking at for a school for our kids to go in Lagos, Nigeria, or in Nigeria, what do we look out for?
What do we look out for?
So a lot of people ask me questions like recommend a school to me and things like that. I don't recommend schools because a school should be good enough for your child, not which school is good enough for my child. Do you understand? It's not that the child, you must be looking for a school that it's so perfect it will work for Bola. Not that. How do parents typically look for schools? They will ask, Bibi, which school does your child go?
What do you think about this
What
school?
do you think about it? My child goes to this school. My whole generation went to that school. Some schools are moving on past glory. You just put your child there. All my friends' children, they go to that school.
Past glory.
I'm going to be able to network in this school. Networking. If you see the big people are in that school, my child is going to be able to hobnob with this child, forgetting that children are hobnobbing on TikTok. They don't send anybody.
Clock it.
There's one boy that has I don't want to call his name now. That boy that is causing trouble now. That is the one girl follows him now. People are mixing with him now.
Which boy is that?
The influencers on
You know?
TikTok.
All those
Okay.
You know that one now. You know say na big man picking, but big man picking are looking for him now.
Interesting.
Not a big man picking, but big man picking they look
They
for
find
him.
them now.
Interesting.
He's on
Getting
TikTok,
brand deals up and down. So let's stop forgetting and wasting our money and saying that we're going to this school because my child wants to hobnob. Social media has leveled all those ones. So all of you those people that are hungry and forcing their children to go to certain school they cannot afford. Let me just help you, your ministry now. Let them meet on TikTok. The important thing is that will my child survive in this school? What is the personality? It's not all children that deserve to be in a big school. It's not all that deserve to be in a minion school or a small school. Where will your child even cope? If your child has a special need, you go and put your child in a class of 50. Tailor the need. Find out what it is that is unique. What Bibi's child wants is not what Nedu's child wants. You know what I'm saying?
I understand why some parents in the old time would send some child to a private school.
Yeah.
And then they will withdraw another child from a private school to a government school.
My friend has twins and they're in different schools.
Yeah.
Roots.
Wow.
I had a child
Twins.
friend whose mom sent
say,
her
I
to a
can-
government school because
cannot do it. It's not convenient.
See, Nedu, do you know
told
why
you
they
it's
sent her
convenient to
there?
have
She
children?
was too soft. In fact, another family friend, Zika Fabu, God bless you. She said they pulled her out from a secondary school and they sent her to a government school because she was too quiet, too.
want to pull her- bring her
Anything
out.
you tell her, yes. So they sent her to one school, Onitolo in Surulere, where by the time she stayed 1 year, if you talk to Ngozi, she, what happened? Why you telling? Don't do that. The mother said, hey, thank you, Jesus. You saved me. But the other person went to a private school because they felt she was too soft. And life wasn't going to be so soft for you.
Life is not
So
soft,
if you don't
actually.
learn,
We live in a wicked
that's
world.
it.
So that's
you've got
knowing
to
the
be-
personality of the child and being intentional. Like I said, my friend Ruth has two boys and they go
Crazy.
to different schools. Parents say, I cannot be stressing myself. They have to go to one school. No. When you have children, all of them don't even have to go to the same church. They don't have to go to the same school.
Oh, Lord.
They don't have to go and watch the at the same time.
Oh, Lord.
All this mass production of children, it doesn't work. And you find a lot of schools are mass producing children. It should be customized. The same way you customize your Instagram and Facebook and TikTok is the same way that schools should be customized. When you have 30, 40 in the class, how does one teacher, two teacher customize the learning for the child? So you have to pay attention to all those things. Stop saying that the school is fine, the school is this, the school is that. Get to know the values. What do you want for your child? When my daughter came from England, they were recommending X school. That one, she's posh, she's this, is that. No, the Nigerian school I carry and go. Because she was doing that twins when you both thing. If you see the Britishness that came out of this girl,
I'm telling
I
you.
was
Like,
looking
oh
at
my
the girl and saying,
God.
"Let me born this one." By the time she did one term, one day she came back from school and said,
Ojú pọ́n báyìí.
"Mommy, this thing is jaga jaga." I said, "Yes."
Exactly. Ọmọ tí ilé Jamaican.
Yes.
Ó wọlé.
Money well spent. I knew that was it. So you must know what you're looking for in your child. Could we afford other schools? Yes, we could. But that's not what I was looking
you
for.
chose that.
I left England to bring my child here because the butter was too much.
Why did you leave England though?
I left cake for the children.
Why? Did you feel like the quality of the education that they were getting over
I
there
felt I
wasn't
could contribute,
sufficient,
and I didn't
or-
want to be one of those people who sat abroad and was just complaining.
Dr. Posh,
Yes, sir.
are you? I know you tell me the truth.
Maybe.
Were you trying to avoid the alphabet community, or
No, in her own time, it wasn't even that like that then. Now, and we came in 20, all those things were not even a concern then. It was 2011 we came now. All those things were not there. All those alphabets were not there then. They were existing, but it wasn't prominent like this.
Okay.
It was in Nigeria that I even got more scared.
Of the alphabet?
So now, speaking of the alphabet, I want to ask of that.
Because the girls are doing it in the schools. The boys are doing
Yes,
it
so
in the
I
schools.
want to ask of that because I've heard of it too. And also, still with, in conjunction with the alphabet thingy, our school system that is now explaining, because I saw this and I really want to confirm from you as an educationist, definition of rape now as when a man forces a man, when a woman forces a woman, when a woman forces a man, and when a man forces a woman. I saw that textbook from somebody in SS1 as the definition for rape. When a man forces a woman, when a man forces another man, you know.
Yeah.
And the teachers had to explain when a boy forces a boy. So, is it that our government is looking? Because I did not read that definition of rape. I did not see definition of abortion.
So what exactly is your challenge? Is it that it's not true?
No, yes. Is it true?
No, what I'm saying that is the content not true? When a man forces a man, is it rape?
Yeah, but
The
I
fact
thought
that
we
that
said
is being
14
passed
years for same-sex and things.
Before you answer,
Why is that definition in our
Yeah,
textbook
be
for
clear
secondary
from where
school?
she's coming from.
Yes, why is that definition in our secondary school, junior secondary school, and SS1 textbooks for children?
Now,
Same-sex definition for rape.
I've not seen the textbook, but I've seen worse things.
Okay.
But I must also say that, do you think that the average 14-year-old does not know about rape?
They do, but
Okay.
I'm actually going at the part of the, like we said, the alphabet.
Same-sex.
Definition added to the definition for rape.
Why?
We knew, yes.
Because it
knew-
happens.
It happens. It's the reality of
Yeah.
life.
But I want to say,
There's no more turning a blind eye to it.
Let's
when
not
it's
pretend.
It's
My
all
daughter,
around
before
us,
she went to
yes.
secondary school, she already knew things like masturbation and all those type of things because I wanted her to understand things. Lo and behold, when she went to secondary school, she said, "Mommy, do you know what the girls were doing in the bathroom? They were putting Vaseline on their chest and rubbing their chest with Vaseline." I said, "Why?" She said, "Because they want their breasts to be big." So if I hadn't told her how breasts grow, you know,
Vaseline, the grow breast.
so when they say
Obviously,
things,
they
even when
knew
your
that
child
they were
comes,
taught.
I can remember Praise was telling us a story when they say, press down, shaking together and running over. When they're saying scripture, when your child is saying, give and it shall give unto you, the parents will be saying, thank God my child knows scripture. But the child is saying, give that thing and it shall be given unto you. Press down, shaking together means you are going all the way.
What's that? But please, can you break it down for me?
Give. And it shall be given unto you. So you can be kissing or all the kind of thing, touching.
Hey, girl,
kiss you
Krishna,
back.
right, girl.
Or anyone now, then press down, shaking together is when you now do the intercourse. Running over is when the guy
Like
now has his
code words they
orgasm and all those
use for
things.
things.
Then so they have all this. They have men. This one is even old. This person I just thought this one is even old.
Jesus Christ.
It's not even a.
I'm scared for my daughters in
So
school.
the thing is that you should not be scared. What you should need to
We
do
never
is
marry
you
you.
need to equip
never
the
go no.
children. So don't be afraid. I've not seen the textbook, so I don't know. But you must teach your children about sex and sexuality
Dr.
in
Posh,
this age. You
Dr.
must. They
Posh,
can't
you
be
said-
ignorant.
And
You
you also
said-
cannot shy away from certain conversations with
You
your children.
cannot.
So the whole thing,
Like the
homosexuality,
letter
whether
issue,
we
same
want to
sex.
acknowledge it or not,
It's happening.
It exists in the world
And girls are
around us.
touching each other in the schools. Boys are touching each other in the school. So you will do play dates. You not say because they're only girls or because they're only boys, they will not touch each other. They are touching each other. One don't come my house before myself. I catch her on the camera. She don't notice they look at. She came from school. She come and play with my daughter.
Touch your daughter.
And no, she wanted to. But I just waited because I wanted to see what my daughter will do. Maybe now you don't tell me. Sometimes you have to test your own
Child,
your own
do.
tag. But you man, you want
Whether you don't follow them,
you might want to. You know that kind of thing. Just, you can't always say my child is perfect. I don't operate like that. But don't assume that when you have, don't even have play this. Don't have play dates. Don't say cousin. All the people that abuse people are not strangers.
Sure.
They are usually known, and they're usually cousins that touch each other. All those kind of people, the dads, the house girls, the house boy. Keep your children at home. If you know you're not ready for parenting, then when you roll in the bed, use protection. You know something.
So which means you should be more careful about family members
Of
abusing your
course.
children.
Yeah.
Will somebody go walking on the road, enter your house and rape your child?
No.
Just like that. You know what I'm saying? It is the one that comes to play that the child has gained the trust. It's the uncle that says, come and sit on my lap. How are you? It's the one that the child will feel safe around that
My
person.
son, uncle's lap.
Come on, even auntie.
Yeah.
Even auntie's lap.
And slap.
A lot of the boys that have a lot of boys, their first sexual experience was with their house help.
My best mate, his first sexual experience was with his house help.
Yeah. And house girls are also raping babies now. House boys.
Babies!
Yes, house boys are raping
House boys are
babies.
raping babies, and boys and
Yo, Hypo is yo.
No, this is
yo.
not real. No.
House boys are raping babies. How does that make sense?
no, house girls. House girls are raping babies.
Small babies.
House boys are posing as house girls, wearing breasts and going to work as house girls, sexualizing the children. So you might have a house girl, but it's a house boy. The golade day.
You have to be sure.
Oh my goodness.
No.
My daughter is like, oh my God, my mom just say that.
but please, for this issue, it's actually true, because I remember when I did my internship, Hit FM Calabar, then in uni, I studied law in Unical.
Yes.
We had a case, but it was not a case of a house boy.
Shocked. I'm traumatized.
No, but this one was the brother.
The brother to know.
The man, the
better
brother
to
of the
know,
father of the child,
The brother.
was actually trying to force his
The
machine
uncle,
gun into his 6-month-old
Yeah.
niece.
You see that 6 months old? This is 6 months old one.
6-month-old niece.
It
Was a case in Calabar. We took it on radio. We got it up on the police. Shout out to Mrs. Dana Mary Owan on San. Thank you so much, man.
I was
Voice
running
of
the radio
Eagle
programs.
took that case then.
Is it that thing
This
she
was
said?
2017. It was
How
a
about
real
the
case.
parents that they pay them? Once they've abused their child, they will now pay them and say sorry.
I don't get it.
They buy this.
So they can go to the ministry, they can go to anywhere, and then they've raped the child, brutalized, banded.
Who raped the child?
All this Mirabel centers, well done, Mirabel Center, with all the things
It
that you
could be
do.
a family family
Some
member.
children, they will just abuse them so badly that when, I don't want to be graphic, but it'll be so bad, torn babies, they'll take them to officials and blah, blah, blah.
With evidence.
Some of them, the money will be so small, they will collect it and they say they finish the
parent.
case. They will finish the case. I was at a teachers' conference not long ago, and the children said, the teacher said that all the children in her class, most of them, at least 3/4, are all house helps. And that's what they are going through. They are when
They've
they
been
finish, they are being, it's not rape, it's a continuous thing. You know what I'm saying? So they'll finish from school, they have to go and service Oga. They will send them. So
Jesus.
the school is because the government has said that they must not keep them at home as house girls. So they will disguise and say they're taking them to school.
Jesus.
So that school is just so that the government will not arrest them. That they will not say, oh, kini kon kon. But what they are doing is, and a lot of people, they will say they're in the marriages are not happy. So they're happy for the house girl to be the one servicing Oga. They don't mind. They know when
Marriages
house
are
girl
not
does
happy.
well.
Their marriages are not happy, but you're using house girl to. Hey,
Because you have to say that you are Mrs.
Okay,
now.
I
You have to
don't
go to
know.
church with
Okay, I
Oga
don't
and all those kind
know.
of things. And then we know that a lot of dirty things are happening. You know, we're in the family life space. So we know, we hear the stories. A lot of ugly things are happening.
You said something about that you were not really concerned. I'm trying to get myself together. You said you're not more really concerned about Dade suffering about the alphabet in the UK. But you're more concerned you're more concerned here.
Yes.
Why are you more concerned here?
Here, because the parenting is so, in the UK, most people are forced to raise their children. Most parents, the house girl syndrome is not there. So you take your children to school. Another was going to school. It's in England. We was both me and our dad were doing all those sort of things. When she was here, we still continued that model. But here, it's all house girl, house boy, driver, and they have also people with perverted values. So some people think the more house helps they have, the cooler they are.
The more big they are.
But the more your problems, because you now have a cocktail of mixed values coming to raise your children.
The Bible calls them
Your
mixed
children are
multitudes.
mixing
Multitudes, like a Medusa. That's what you have, raising your children. You think it's woke. So all those people, they come with all sorts of things. A lot of children, if you ask them, where did they find porn? Is that on mommy's phone, daddy's phone, or house girl's phone? That's where they found it. So all those things all those alphabets that I'm talking about, I found that they are more of a threat here because I've taken my daughter to a party that the parents were not there.
Ha!
A birthday party.
The birthday person.
Yeah, and it's not even. It was in the cream of Nigeria, of Lagos, and it was also
Ikoyi VI.
fine place, and the parents were not there. It was the auntie and the house girl that were running things. They don't have time for children. So when they don't have time for their children, of course, you will find that the children are exposed to all sorts of things. Play date, every other day, play date. Every other day. So their first sexual experience is usually with the same sex. Because it's exploration. Children explore. Some of them innocently. It's exploration. And because it's coming from a girl or coming from a boy, you don't feel too much of a threat. Yeah.
Why is nudity the fastest route to fame in Nigeria as opposed to going through the normal channel? Why? Because there's something I'm trying to avoid. I'm seriously trying to avoid it, but I'm just gonna go there. If you're a child and you're watching this, I don't even know what to say to you, but I hope your parents teach you better. So there's something that's been trending in Nigerian space for the past days. Is about the Ibom Air flight. And I think because the lady's boobs flashed.
Because of her nipples flashed.
Her nipples flashed.
Yeah, because the boobs were already on her page.
Oh, it was on her page already?
Yeah, we've seen videos on her page, boobs. But no nipples.
Oh, her boobs was on her page without nipples.
Yeah, her nipples are covered, but she dances. We've seen videos. I've seen a lot of videos.
But it was actually the flight incident that made a lot of people go to
the page. Yeah.
I see a lot of men. Some will say, "Oh, I will give you 500,000 monthly salary." Some will say, "I will give you a real estate company. I will give you endorse you. I will give you land. I will give you this one. I will give you." Are we now
morally bankrupt?
Morally that bankrupt?
Yeah, we are morally bankrupt. Because at this time, a lot of children are graduating. A lot of children have done very well. There was this boy that he's got scholarship in different countries. Children have done very well. How have they been encouraged? How are we encouraging?
Give a first class student 10,000 naira.
So how do you encourage? How is society encouraging? How is society encouraging those sort of things?
Naira.
You don't encourage the children when they do well, but when they are nude or semi-nude, you encourage it. So they will continue to move in that direction.
But who is to blame? Is it the society or these young girls, young boys, young people, let's say? Because are these young people victims of a rotten society, or are they willing participants cashing in on a morally bankrupt society?
Is everything you've said. It is everybody that is guilty. Because even you have heard, even before now, that there are parents that will send their children off to, then it was Italy and other countries, to go and prostitute and bring money home. Yes. So it's not a new thing. It's not that it's just taking a new form. So it's parents are guilty of it because money. As we tend to hear these days, look at the 14-year-old boy that brought a Mercedes-Benz home the other day, and everybody was praising him. Nobody was 14.
Asking
nobody was. Why did he even? Is he even old enough to have a driver's license? But they were praising him. Crazy. So everything is all money, and that's why the girls too, that way.
There's one question I want to ask.
Ask me.
You see this question? In Nigeria, we deceive ourselves a lot. You see, Nigeria is one country that I know that a lot of people go online. I've been part of the problem where I showcase some semi-nude girls on my skits. I've been part of the problem. You see some people.
Thank you for admitting that.
Oh, I have been part of the problem. You see a lot of people who come and insult the girls, and the girls will send me, Organi, do I be no face? So that person where they cost me for your comment. See, they my DM. There is one that offered the girl 500,000 naira. I told her, collect the money. She collected the money. So the question I want to ask is it that why do some people publicly insult these people, or privately subscribe to their OnlyFans or to their All Access? Now,
Snapchat, follow them on Snapchat.
Follow them on
Add them on
Snapchat.
Snap,
You get what they do for Snapchat now where they go pay 10,000. The last one what you do now, how much? Promise, the last one what you do now, how much you pay?
Excuse me. What are you talking
How much
about?
you paid the last one?
He doesn't even know.
I don't know.
Promise paid 15K. So why do they now? The question I'm asking: why do Nigerians now online insult everybody? But who they pay these girls their money?
Exactly. And that's because we live in a society that we package ourselves. So we pray so much in Nigeria, but we have issues. Because we go to the religious centers at the weekend and then go and do our evil later.
Okay, so
we want to look good. We want to package ourselves as the deacon in the church, the minister in the church. So you want to have that position and that reputation in society. But the dirty deeds are behind the scenes. And that's why we're not moving forward. That's why we're not moving forward as a nation. Because everybody wants to be picture perfect and have this ministerial imam kind of role. But then when they leave those institutions, they go back and do these dirty deeds with these young boys and these young girls. The rituals that we hear about, the Yahoo, somebody is sponsoring a lot of all these things that these boys are doing. So we can't pretend not to know. Yet another elephant in the room.
Okay. So now I was going to ask that is it hypocritical for I am a Christian, but of course I'm not religious, so that's why I'm going to ask this question. For religious people to come out and criticize, especially these girls, criticize them, call them names, say why you have naked, talk about them exposing, and displaying nudity, and then go back to be in their DM.
You get the point now.
They are in their DM. Because we've had cases of celebrities, actresses, that the men of God invited them to places. I will show
you some of them. There's a man of God that does miracle. I know some of my girls that have doing my skits.
Some of them, they were even imams that invited them.
Dr. Posh.
To somewhere. So,
I know. I sorry to cut you.
If you are that religious.
Sorry to cut you.
What are you doing in this person who is a bad girl's DM?
Sorry to cut you. I know a lot of blogs are going to cut this part. I don't give a blood a damn. But we have even our director and producer will cut this part. I don't care. But let me tell you the truth. There's a man of God in Nigeria here. People know him. Very, very popular. Very, very miraculous somebody. He used to see the girls I do skits with. Do you know he went behind to go and be toasting those girls? 3 of them sent me a message. Nedu, this man of God, they toast me, say make I come to Abuja. Oh, I don't talk Abuja. Say make I come here. Anyway, there are plenty men of God in Abuja. Say make I come. How far now? I say, I don't care. The only thing I did was put you in my skit.
That's all.
Whatever you want to do, may the Lord be with you. One of them ended up going there, and the anointing fell on her.
Oh, wow.
Glory. Wow. Over to you.
Wow. Wow. So is it hypocritical actually, just like you described now?
Yeah.
Is it hypocritical for, especially, I'm very particular about religious people coming to say, oh, this person is expressing, this lady is exposing her body.
Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
She knows who the person is. Right? She knows who the person is.
I don't know.
Not be me.
I'm not even on this podcast.
I don't think it's hypocritical for people who claim to be religious. I think it's hypocritical for you to come out and bash somebody, say all these things, some of them, they might not like or comment, but they consistently go to feed their eyes on this person. You know, they are contributing to the views that this person is getting. Some of them, you go and check followership, they're following the person too. So how are you bashing this person? But you are following this person and their content keeps coming on your feed. You are viewing, you are mentally consuming, your eyes are consuming, your brains, your mind is consuming. Is that not hypocritical?
I mean, it is hypocritical. We know that it's hypocritical. But even that Bible says that there are going to be wolves in sheep's clothing. Lots in these end times. So the Bible already told us, giving us a guide. So I cannot really be bothered with any pastor because God can actually use any pastor. The pastor that you may say is doing X, Y, and Z,
regardless,
God can still use that person. Your deliverance or anything can still be in that person's hand because it's just a vessel. True. It doesn't mean the person is devoid of sin. So that is why the author and finisher of your faith should be Jesus Christ himself. He should be your guide. It's not all those spiritual father, my father in the Lord. I don't join them to do that one. Yes. Now one papa I get. The general Adeni, he dey where he dey, and I love and respect him. There's no other daddy. I don't call anybody daddy. It's not even, I've not seen anywhere in the Bible that they say spiritual daddy. So we need to know that religion is the opium of the masses. Karl Marx said so. It's a drug. It's the colos of Nigeria. Religion is the colos.
And
because of the poverty of the mind and of the pocket, people go there to get relief. It is a relief for a lot of Nigerians.
It's a form of escapism.
Even if you escape this wahala. In fact, there was a day I went to church. I saw somebody sleeping there, and I just thought, I was looking. I couldn't judge him. That time there was no power supply, no anything. You know, so people go to religious centers for different reasons. That person may not make you charge phone. You know what I'm saying? So when you go and you see people, my daughter was saying the other day, somebody told her that religious places are like hospitals, and there are hospitals.
True that.
So don't look at your pastor. He has weaknesses too. Don't look at any religious person. Just look at Jesus Christ. That is all I'm going to say. Because if you keep looking at, you will be misled. You will be heartbroken. I went to a church in the UK, and it was my spiritual foundation. I learned most of the things that I learned in Christianity in that church and from that man. But that man was allegedly doing things with girls, siphoning money, and he went to jail. Wow. But do you know what? I still don't hate him because I learned a lot from him.
Glory.
Yeah. Hallelujah. I learned a lot. He's paid his dues.
Clock it.
He's paid his dues. But he's not Jesus. When that thing happened, some people stopped going to church. They backslid. All sorts of things happened.
Because they were following
him. And they were heartbroken.
Right.
But I just moved on because
And the way you moved on is the way in Nigeria, it seems as though so many things, so many scandals happen, and we constantly move on. Give it 1 week, give it 2 weeks, something huge will happen. A couple of days, and people have forgotten. So with that, my next question is, have we as Nigerians normalized shame to the point where scandals are now almost seen as marketing strategies?
Culture will keep us rooted. Clout chasing is what is causing us to diminish where our values are. So it's no longer pretty to have values.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not popular.
It's not popular.
Morals.
It's not popular. So you find that anything that is not right now is what is cool. Come, open your boobies, and then you get followers. You know, twerk, and you get followers. That is what is trending. They've normalized. So they've kind of like turned things around. They've turned things around. So there's a lot of moral decadence in society because we are not holding on to our values. And we're not holding on to our values because we're not holding on to our culture. If our culture and our roots are our compass, we'll see that a lot of those things, we won't be doing it. Yoruba people will say, Omoluabi. Omoluabi man shebe. Does Omoluabi behave like that? A child that has moral values and character, does she behave like that? So all those things, they seem uncool. But guess what? They are still a tribe of children and young people. They just that they've not been amplified. And that's why society, we need to, I don't want us to complain. I don't want us to complain because you have to amplify them too. You have to invite people like Dade to your podcast so that people can see that they are normal children that are doing things right. You have to apply. So blogs too. They should come to a point where even if it's once a week, blogs should be made to post
something positive.
Yes. Highlight somebody that got good grades or somebody that did something good. Blogs to be made to do to promote good moral values, because it's only the bad ugly things that are being promoted now. Let them see what girls are doing.
I'm gonna say shame. According to Charlemagne in the US, innit?
I love him.
Charlemagne breakfast show.
Yeah,
Charlemagne gives the donkey to
Donkey of the day.
Donkey of the day.
Yes.
Donkey of the day goes to all the government officials that gives people that are of questionable characters government appointments.
Yeah.
Donkey of the day goes to all of you. All of you that give people that have questionable characters appointments. Meanwhile, we have children that have A's all through their WAEC, A's all through, distinctions all through the university. They have first class, they have distinctions. You don't see those ones. But because persons flash breast, because person wipe inside some sort of reality TV show, whatever it is, they are popular. You give them more attention. Posterity will judge you.
Please, I'm going to also say this about content, because content is king.
I'm going to ask for forgiveness. Everyone that is watching me, this is me asking for forgiveness. So I have done wrong. In the parts where I've portrayed girls sexually as they shouldn't be, I sincerely apologize. Please forgive me. I didn't know what I felt. I was looking for views, and I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Girls, I was showing girls that had boobs. I was showing girls that had nyash. I shouldn't have. That was me sexualizing a lot of women, and I sincerely apologize.
That's very big of you.
This is for the women.
That's commendable.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you, actually.
Good job.
Thank you, Nedu.
And I hope more men will follow suit.
More influencers,
Yes.
more celebs, and more people.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
really. This means
And
a
girls,
lot.
I hope you had heard. It's nothing cool
It's not
about being
cool.
It's
sexualized
not.
as an
It's not
object.
cool. Because the
not.
truth is, I'm just going to say this, not because I'm trying to run you guys down. When we want to get married, we don't get married to people that are
all over the place.
all over the place. We don't get married to people that will see their boobs on social media, that will see their bums on social media. We don't get married. In fact, we'll get married to someone that does not even have a social media page. So we'll get married to someone that doesn't even have a social media post. You have a social media, but your face is not even there. You get me? We'll get married. Now, when a man is getting married, a man is getting married to a woman that he'll be proud of to say, this is the mother of my children. Not my babe that has bum, that has boobs, that is pretty. No. A man gets married for tomorrow, not for today. I'm not going to say more than that. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I dare to say, I think we should call it a day.
No, we cannot call it a day. I have plenty questions.
I
I
think.
Well,
I think.
Wait, can we just time out for a second? Let's see.
okay, go ahead, babe. We have 2 more questions. and then
We've
we're
kind
done.
of spoken about a lot of this, though.
Yeah. Okay. Now let me ask one question. Now, Dr. Posh. We live in a country where we normalize the things that should not be normalized as a normal thing, and the things that should be the normal thing are frowned upon. If you were to go to a school, university, maybe Unilag, for example, you have the secondary school students there, you have the university students there, you have 5 minutes. What are you going to tell them?
I love that.
Yes, I think this will be the first one that will catch me, because there's so much to say. You know, there's so much to say. 5 minutes will not do justice to it.
Take 10 minutes.
So if I go to Unilag, I think I want to teach the children about their roots and tell them that they're important. I want to tell the children that they are enough. As an African, as a Nigerian, you are enough. Your skin is beautiful. Your hair is beautiful.
Your hair.
You are enough. With your accent, you are enough. With your melanin, you are enough. Without your wig, you are enough. You don't have to be like anybody else. You don't have to sell yourself short. You don't have to trade or do Yahoo and do all those things that people do. You can still make it regardless. You don't have to twerk or have an OnlyFans page. That should not be your vision in life. And you can make it. You should find your tribe. There are people like you that exist. If you keep on following social media is programmed to give you what you want to see. Follow the people, sit on the shoulders of giants, people that will take you far in life. Some of you need to leave WhatsApp groups, Snapchat groups, all those groups that you set up and start again. Forgive yourself. You can still do
yourself.
it. Society is
yourself.
at fault. You've been in an environment. 3 things shape a human being: their upbringing, the environment, and their significant emotional experiences. So your upbringing is not your fault. Your environment may not be your fault. Your significant emotional experiences, but you are now responsible for building a good life for yourself, and you can do it. And don't let Nigeria don't let people make you think that it's because some people are rich. It's because some people are not rich. There are people that are still making it. Don't be afraid of hard work. Don't be afraid of smart work. People have made big names in Nigeria and they've been clean. So you can also do it. Don't be one of those people that sleep in bed till whenever the time is. Don't be someone that, you are part of those people having those conversations. What do you bring to the table? What do you not bring to the table? And all those sort of things. Especially the girls, be a woman that is self-sufficient. Whether the man is in your life or not, you can afford your lifestyle. You can afford your hair. You can afford your nails. You can afford your makeup. And you don't even need them, by the way. You can do without a wig. You can do without the bleaching.
Without a wig.
That bleaching, that skincare that you're calling bleaching, you can do without it. Do you understand? So I can go on and on, but I just want you to know that you are complete, and I don't want to spiritualize it. So love yourself. Start with yourself. Stop waiting for somebody else to love you. Stop blaming people.
Self-love.
That's self-love. Start with that
Genuine
one,
self-love.
because that's being at cause. That's taking responsibility for your life, and you will make it. You will definitely make
Tidy,
it.
do you want to come? Please come. So, I want to show you how dogs
DJ,
Daddy
Posh,
I'm going to show you who she
the
is.
one and only,
She's-
available
she's-
for booking.
She's
Yes, so-
pretty. She's
yeah.
available for booking.
And she collects dollars.
She collects dollars. Come and sit here.
Okay.
Come straight. Come straight.
Come this way.
Come straight. Uh-huh.
Daddy, you
Sit
learn a big
down.
lesson from this one. When she was coming, she said, I'm not going to wear jeans anyway. I'm not doing anything. Hey,
So-
there you go.
Daddy, I'm going to ask you, what have you learned from this episode?
I've learned a lot. Some things she's told me at home, but more or less just like taking ownership of your life and your choices and the decisions that you choose to make. You can only blame your environment for so long until you have to start doing something. Like, or else you would, like my mom always says to me that repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is insanity. So it's like I can only complain so much. I can only say, oh, I don't like that this person, or there are some things that you just have to accept
And then change
and
yourself.
find a way. Like where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
If you don't want me to be your friend because you don't like that I don't have bone straight, I don't own a wig. I will own one soon, one day. But
Is it aspirational though?
no, not like aspirational. It's just like I can actually have one, but I don't need one right now. There's nothing that's doing me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's not a thing of like aspiration. It's like when I'm ready. Because when I was going to start uni, it was a thing that, oh yeah, like we've been wearing braids since secondary school. Like when we go to uni, we're going to have. And I just followed suit. But I thought to myself, I'm actually not like it's not a genuine desire for me. So I went to uni with my braids and I was happy and life was easy. I didn't have to worry about my lace lifting or anything. Like I was not ready for that. But I had to sit down and think about that because initially I thought I'll just ask, I'm like, oh mommy, can I get a wig and go to uni? But like for what?
Just
though?
jump on the bandwagon.
But I didn't need. So why? It's more or less like when I'm ready to change up that like my style or do something different, I'll do that. When I went to school, we have this like UK black girl aesthetic thing, and it's like some people make it a point to fit that aesthetic. Although there are different girls that have different aesthetics, but they're not really praised for it.
Yeah.
It's like I don't naturally fit into that aesthetic.
Peer
And
pressure.
it's okay. Like I'm okay. I don't need to wear a certain brand. I don't need to dress like a BBL
Do your
baddie.
makeup a certain type
I don't
of
have to do it a certain
way.
way. Like I'm okay. Like, and to be honest, it's actually just stressful. It's unnecessary stress because it's not natural to me. If it's natural to you, it's natural to you, but it's not natural to me. So it's like there's certain things that's like, yeah, everyone can't accept you. Some people, they're part of the problem.
Why do you think it wasn't natural? Was it because of your mum? Or
Why do you think? Yes.
Yeah,
please.
we can ask a question.
Go ahead. No, I want you to ask it because
Why do you think it wasn't natural to you? Was it because of your what your mom instilled in you, or why
was it just your own desire to just do
I
what you
feel
want
like
to do?
being like very rooted and stuff, she's made it a point now, but I think it's just always been a thing, but unconsciously. But it was mainly because she always let me be myself. For example, I have a lot of male friends.
But look at her mom is not complaining.
Like,
and she doesn't seem to me to be the kind that hides stuff from her mom.
And that wasn't intentional.
I can't try that.
It wasn't
I
like
can't even me. I know.
it wasn't because of anything I chose to do. So growing up, I was a bit of a tomboy. And that was by natural. It was never a thing of
that makes sense.
She likes baggy jeans, she likes this, so she wanting to be a boy. Like that was never sewn into my mind. My mom just kind of let me do. I did taekwondo. I played football. Like I played football from primary school all the way till I graduated secondary school. I played in GT Bank tournaments, GC Cups, like
Principal Cup.
I played.
I did that too. 2008.
I did so many.
Yes,
like,
I did.
And my mom was never bothered, and because of
Qualifiers.
that I met a lot of boys, and then it wasn't anything of I like you like me. No, it was just like I'm just used to, I know how to have a conversation with a boy. I know what
I didn't, because I went to QC and my desire was to have boyfriend. I want to, you know what I'm saying, because that was the aspiration, because everybody had boyfriend. So I didn't want that to happen to her, that you'll be seeing boys as a big deal. I wanted her to just see them as human beings, which is what we were able to achieve it.
Like, and it's not as if it's high and mighty, like generally, like not judging or anything. I'm not bothered by it. But because of that foundation I had in secondary school, when it became a thing, like around 14, 15, like, oh, everyone just wants to date. I didn't care. Like at some point, people asked me, are you straight? I said, yeah. Like they were like, and I thought to myself,
they asked you if you were straight.
They were like, are you
You're expected to now.
Because they were like, Daddy, how come like boys are asking you out, but you're not answering them? And I said to myself, like, why is it that it now has to be a me problem? What if people are not fine? Like, it's not because of like period.
I love period.
Like, I just felt like, why is it? I don't want to, because like there's nothing you have to offer me, and that's just because of the way my mother has raised me.
What was it I told you? That if you want to date a boy, when I told you that you can date a boy, I don't have a problem. But what is one thing that he must be able to do that I will just say go ahead? What was it? So that I don't like put it in your mouth.
I have to be able to have for an hour minimum an intellectual conversation with him, and I've not met him that person yet. So
you've not met that person.
Yes. This is how empty. This is how empty boys are.
Wait. Please, you've not met any guy that has asked you out that you can have an hour intellectual conversation with.
So it's like, not to say that they're dull or anything, it's just like my mom is very into self-development, and my teachers used to say, oh, you're like 3 years ahead of your age and things like that. So it's like, we can start a conversation maybe 20 minutes in. I'm like, oh, they're now turning something sexual. I'm like, oh, they're big. No. Like, why we were getting somewhere, or it's like, you know, all we're talking about is like sports and TV and stuff. But when I now say, oh, like, what books have you read? They're like,
hell,
like, oh, you like books? It's like, oh wow, that's so cool. Like, I don't really find people that are into books. That's what they say. I'm like, yeah, I like reading, you know, and I'm not reading like fiction. Like I read everything. So it's kind of like, it's not out of a judgment zone or anything, because people develop at their own different stages. Like, absolutely, they might not be there yet, but it's just like, because of the way
yourself in the arms of a man that is coconut
and she
head.
also says to me, like, can he save you from something?
It's true.
Like, can he actually rescue if you genuinely need that help? Because, for example, I think out of all my female friends, I think I'm the only one that's driving, and all my male friends, not all, but most of them drive, and then they'll be shocked, like, oh my gosh, and I'm
please
like,
empower these girls.
So it's like,
please,
even when we want to go out, I'll pick up my friends and everything.
Yes,
you don't have to wait on guys.
Stop raising needy girls. Boy. But I started teaching her when she was 16. And as soon as she was 18, she got her license. Stop raising needy girls.
Wow.
Dr. Posh said something. Can we get to the point? I'm sorry, I'm going to lean a bit on you. I think we need to get to the point where we stop raising needy girls. And you ladies, you guys are wonderful. You're the best. You're the best that has ever happened to us.
You can do so much for yourself.
You're the best thing that's ever happened to us as men on earth. We can't exist without you guys. Do you get me? Stop getting yourself to the point where you are so needy that you can't even help yourself without a man being there. You can't provide for yourself. You can't even buy pant for yourself if a man is not giving you money. You can't even buy Maggie for yourself with a man if it's recharge card if a man is not there. Stop being so needy. still have got to say? You
I'm
wanna
gonna say something. Daddy, you've taught me a lot. Just listening to you talk, I think it's
That
so
has made me-
refreshing, and I think it's something
That has
that
made me
so
have
many,
new perspective about raising my 3 girls.
honestly, I think that's something that so many young women can take away from this conversation. Self-love is knowing yourself to the point where you reject what doesn't serve you. Self-love is accepting yourself to the point where you do not look at yourself as the problem when others, it can be 100 people are doing something. You realize that, okay, they can't do that, but I'm choosing to do this. So with that being said, Daddy, Dr. Posh, first of all, thank you for raising such an incredible young lady. Thank you for teaching me through her a thing or two about that. And I really do hope that even if 1 or 2 young girls watching this at home can take away something from this whole episode about nurturing yourself, loving yourself, picking yourself, and also being independent for nobody else but yourself, then you would have walked away with a true nugget of wisdom in this episode.
I'm also going to say
summary.
this. I'm so glad that we got Daddy in on, even though it was towards the end. With everything she has said, just like Bibi said, Dr. Ronke Posh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For
Thanks
raising,
for having me.
No, not just for coming to the podcast, but for actually raising a good kid. I don't know how many others you have, but I know
Only
that
one,
you're-
no. So I gotta get it right.
So you did good with this one,
Thank
and you're
God.
still doing good. You're still doing good. But this also shows the level of
Intentionality.
lack of intentionality in raising boy children. Boy children. It shows, for her to say that the highest conversation she's gotten with a boy that was so intellectual was 20 minutes. It is sad.
Yeah.
It is very sad.
It's not just for boys. I'm gonna say sorry that I'm gonna use
Because
your mic.
it's showing the
There are
quality
girls
of
like
men.
that too. There are girls that are that too.
I know, but it's also showing the quality of men that we have and the ones that are coming.
Let me say this.
And it's scary.
Listen, I understand the fact that you're saying this about men, but I'm gonna say this about women, and a lot of guys are gonna clock it. Remove sex. Ladies, please forgive me for what I'm about to say. I don't mean bad towards all of you. You guys are wonderful. But remove sex. Most women have nothing to offer to men.
Not most. I would say some.
Since we don't have data, we can't use
I would
most.
say some.
Just say some.
Yeah, and it goes both ways.
I want to
goes
say
both
special thank you to Dr. Posh for coming
Thank
on the show.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Incredible.
to you, and Daddy, thank you very much. If you want to
Incredible.
book, if you want a DJ that is proper,
That collects dollars only.
collects dollars
yeah,
only.
or euros or pounds.
euros or pounds,
Yeah.
you get me? You can
EFCC will come and
translate
catch
it
you
into
now.
naira and give it to her, no problem.
Yeah.
If it's naira, is dollar is $1,000. That's 1.55 something.
Oh,
We
that's
are
all.
recommending
Small.
Do you get me?
DJ
Translate
Posh.
it to our recommended
your
DJ
Facts.
on the
events.
Clarity Zone
Please.
is
She is
Her.
good.
That day Posh
She
in
Daddy
the
is
Posh.
house.
Yeah.
What's your Instagram handle?
At that
At
day
Daddy
Posh.
Posh. DADEPOSH. Daddy Posh.
Spell again.
DADEPOSH.
Please
Please,
follow her.
all the men that are going there, don't go there to toast her. Don't that we fire
I'm
you.
even there.
Hey.
I did there. I did there. I did get the notification. I did there.
For Dr. Posh, if you want to follow you on social media, what's your handle?
At Ronke Posh. At Ronke Posh.
Ronke Posh. Follow her. Follow Ronke Posh on social media. I want to say thank you to every one of you. This episode is for the family, and we hope that you've learned something that's going to help you raise a better children, a better daughter, a better son, and a better society for tomorrow. From all of us at Clarity Zone, I want to say thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.
Bye.